Yeah. What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Yeah,
Hey, what
son.
up, God? It's Jesus Shuttleworth, the God. You know what it is. Go artist, LB, Lauderdale Boss. You know what it is. Monday night live. We here in the building. RingGangRadio.com. Get that little boxing talk. I had to do the little slow head raise up. Like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, my intro. Yeah. Sample King Forever coming soon, nigga.
As slow as
Let's get it.
Chris Eubank's talk after that fight, which we'll get into in a little bit. But word up, yo. Ring gang in the house forever and always. Joe, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's get it. Monday night fights. We talking boxing. Got a lot to cover. Let's get into it.
Hey, yo, son. Has anyone been from the bodega? That's either coming up or from this past weekend.
So you know what? I'll tell you this. The bodega might be opening up very, very soon in a different location. So that mean and the location that it might be at, I'm gonna start banning more people because I gotta gatekeep. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
you with these misadventures of this bodega, nigga. Y'all niggas open or not, nigga? Y'all niggas under renovation or what the fuck is
Yeah,
going
no,
on?
nigga, I've been told y'all I was under renovation, but it might be opening up soon in a different location, and this is a location where I gotta gatekeep
Y'all,
people.
y'all niggas need a pop-up shop or a food truck or some type of shit, nigga. Shit crazy.
Nah, that nigga, he get the pop-up truck. He gonna be getting robbed like Brandon on the shot, nigga. Like, niggas gonna be sticking this nigga out. Like, you can't park here. Another nigga running in the back, taking out hot dogs and shit.
Oh yeah, that was when the show was actually putting out some real nigga content. Though.
Yeah,
After season 2, the show became a joke.
that shit became a fantasy. Like, this nigga getting robbed in a food truck, but meanwhile, this other chick could just sell weed by herself all willy-nilly through the city. No one touch her. Like, all right, like, I got it.
There's a lot of fantasies and horrible writing, but this ain't the time for that because apparently the shot's a new season's gonna be coming up too. But at some point, we're gonna me and LB are gonna rip that shit apart again because we don't. This is the only show right now that I hate watch, and I hate that I hate watch this damn show because it's like because you put so much time into it, then you gotta see it to the end.
Like, how is this bullshit gonna end one day?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I thought American Horror Story was gonna be like that for me, but I gave it up after one particular season, which I couldn't stand. But yeah, The Shy, yeah, no, that needs to be. I mean, I get people need to work, but that shit needs to end, like straight up. but last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's popping? It's Rome Top 5, nigga. It's Monday. Let's get it started. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Rome top 5, nigga. AKA Chicago, because he leaves these niggas in the breeze. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna say something football related, but I'm gonna keep that to myself for another time. You know what I'm saying? But
nigga, I don't even want to hear what you gotta say, nigga.
I mean, you already dissed the TV show based off the city this nigga from. Like, you gotta go at a football team too, nigga. Chill. Like, damn.
No, my team had a decent draft, and so did yours, nigga. I don't know what the Jets did, King P. I don't know. I didn't hear no news over there.
No, we actually had a good draft. The first 3 rounds were great. After that,
I didn't hear no news. Meaning, I know y'all didn't get nobody significant.
we got one of the top offensive linemen. We got one of the top tight ends. Pause.
Yeah, but who's throwing to the nigga?
Justin Fields. Justin Fields. I know.
Yeah, no.
So.
Yeah,
I would hate to. I know it's tough to be a Bears fan, but to be a Jets fan, goddamn.
It's not like the Bears are much better, but
no, we are, nigga.
Not much better. Not much better.
We are. We're a historic franchise. The Jets are
a historic franchise. Hold on. A historic franchise, and y'all got the same amount of titles as the Jets. 1. So let's calm down with that.
But hold on, we play against the other historic franchise, which is the Packers, who got the most.
Oh my! Get the fuck out of here!
Let the
that's
heat
real.
flow. Yes, I love this.
And we play against the Patriots, who have more. How many more titles? Like 6 titles. Come on. So yeah.
Okay. This
I
is
don't
an
want to hear
even
that.
matchup, nigga. This sounds even to me.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
sounds like a wash.
Hatred, yes, hatred.
You're,
Just let
you're,
this
you're,
hatred
you're
flow. I
proving my
love this.
point. You're proving my point. Well, so this whole "you're so much better" is kind of funny. Like whatever.
Yes, the hatred is just—it was just wonderful. Yes, just to hear that hatred
Oh
flow.
my God! Look at this, you instigating ass nigga. What are you doing here?
Hey, it's a segue too, because this past Saturday the hatred was flowing. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Like not just in football between y'all franchises, but in the country where they still eat beans on toast, which is enough to make anyone fucking mad too. Like
if I had to eat beans on toast, nigga, I'd be fighting angry all the time, nigga.
Is that for breakfast or dinner? What the fuck? What type
Breakfast.
of shit is that?
breakfast.
What type of beans though?
Nigga, canned beans.
Like canned beans, like beans, like
Nigga, there's different type of beans. Nigga, stop.
no, I'm talking about like beans at a cookout, like baked beans, nigga.
I'm about to say they're not putting northern beans on fucking
No.
toast.
No, these niggas is, and then you know what? Black beans, I give you a pass because if you got a little Southwestern type of breakfast, I give you that.
Beans don't go on bread; they go on a tortilla, nigga. Tell them.
I know that's why I said black beans. Like I'll give a pass if it's black beans and you got some salsa and some shit thrown together. But I'm talking about baked beans with the fucking maple and the goddamn bits of bacon in it.
On a slice of bread that's hard.
With some fucking egg. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, and then like I said, just enough. Like that would make me overflow with hatred every fucking day if I had to eat.
Yeah, nigga, that makes broccoli on pizza sound scrumptious, nigga.
Facts.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore that last comment, my niggas. So
if I had an option where it's like, well, look, nigga, we got like this beans and toast pizza here, and we got broccoli on pizza. Yeah, shout out to Pat on that one. I'm fucking with that broccoli pizza, nigga.
Yeah, these niggas will never let me live that down, even though it's commonplace. But let me not digress.
Yeah, I don't want no nuts and bolts UK fucking pizza, bro. Whatever the shit these niggas coming up with.
But yeah, like the hatred was flowing yesterday, between an undersized welterweight and someone who's a super middleweight. Of course, talking about Benn and Chris Eubank. Now, out of all the fights that were actually mentioned on that damn card, like the main event was just like, okay, the main event is just there because they're trying to live up to their father's name. Both of them legendary Hall of Famers who were actually great boxers and great champions and stuff like that. And this was a fight that was kind of forced because these motherfuckers are not even in the same division.
Fucking nepo babies. Fucking nepo babies.
Yes, nepo babies, as King Pete eloquently just stated. So it's just like, okay, like this is just it's a cash grab. They have something going on, but then of course, as then we find out they hate each other. Then you have Eubank, egging Benn, and then there's a whole lot of like foolery.
That shit was hilarious though. Like I ain't gonna lie,
it was, and then
smack the nigga with the egg.
Yeah, and then there's the ridiculous catch weights. Like, first it was like it was 160 with a rehydration clause, which Eubank didn't pass on the first time, so he could have and he barely made it the second time too by like 0.6 pounds. He was under for the second time, and then but it still cost him $500,000. And then I think it cost him another $500,000 for the egging shit, or no, I think it was $100,000. Either way, it cost him a lot of fucking money.
I'd a fucking farm with that money, shit.
Yeah, and on top of that too, they fought in a smaller fucking ring than usual too.
That ring did look small because there was one time where I saw Eubank push Benn off him with his shoulder, and it was a small little push. And this nigga Benn went back like 7 feet into the ropes. I'm like, God damn, nigga, like,
yeah,
it wasn't that serious, but that ring was small. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, pretty much it was all set up for most likely Benn to brutally knock out Chris Eubank, in this fight. Like
he tried.
He tried. Good Lord, did he try?
He tried. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, because if this nigga had any type of body punching skills, I feel like he would have got Eubank. I mean, he would have got Eubank out of there because he was lining that nigga up with right hands for like the first half, and he was like buckling him. I'm like, damn it, nigga, you just throw a left to the body and just come up with another one, like, bro, like, and he just never could. Like, it was frustrating.
Yeah, and especially because like we've criticized Conor Benn, like his fight IQ ain't where it needs to be. He's just it's just the PEDs, quote unquote, made him real super aggressive, and he starts winging for the bushes. And yes, Pilot, I saw you, so I see you. You're in there. You're just in time. So salute to you.
And and that nigga got like he could move his head. Pause. Like he got like that's the thing is like Ben just has like skills and attributes that are just so misplaced. Like he doesn't know what to do with them at the right time. Because at certain times he'll use good head movement, but then there's other times he'll just jump right into a counter punch. There's times when he'll counter effectively. Then there's sometimes he won't. Then there's times he'll throw a jab and it'll land and he'll follow it up. Then there's times so it's like, God damn, nigga, like just do it right, like all the time type shit.
I wish he threw his left more. I saw him live against Dobson, right, via the credentials. His left, he can use. Obviously, there's no, the right isn't yoked up to what used to be, but his left hand could work. I mean, I was impressed with his left hand a little bit. like using his, So yeah,
you need to use both those motherfuckers. God gave him two.
Yeah. But the problem with Ben was like what he would do is like he'd land the right hands and he'd buckle him and then he'd get in there and then he would rabbit punch Chris Eubank repeatedly. Like the ref wasn't shit. Like he let the rabbit punches were like crazy.
They was both fouling and shit. I actually thought
the ref was trash. I ain't gonna lie.
The way y'all made it seem, I thought the ref was real trash.
No, that was King P, bro. That was King P.
Yeah, he was okay trash. Like
I said that shit was too rugged and not in a good way. Like,
dude, honestly, I feel like y'all look, honestly, like now I'm kind of see how y'all look at fights. I didn't think the fight was rough, but y'all made it seem like it was rough, ugly, like it was like Abner Mares, Leo Santa Cruz, like, or Sakio Bika Ward.
No, it was literally it was just niggas putting in work. That's all it really was. Like a good work.
Yeah, like they were just trying so hard.
It was a good work session. It's like it's like in playoff basketball. You let them box. You let them fight. Let them go.
Yeah, I didn't think the ref was a problem like that though.
Yeah, I don't think they weren't boxing. Like this was what we call that was a street fight in that ring. Like them niggas was not.
No, they were, but it was more rough because there was missing and they were swinging so hard. But when they would land, it was a good shot. The thing is, when a nigga say rough and just nasty and ugly, it usually niggas just tackling and rolling around, motherfuckers in headlocks, niggas just throwing Eubank knees and all types of shit. It's like they're throwing more shit than punches. But these niggas were literally throwing punches. So I fucked with it. I think Pat had the best description of the fight out of all you niggas.
I mean,
King P and Pilot.
I mean, I said it was two mid-Nepo niggas fighting for their dad's legacy and family.
I mean, yeah, you did at the end, yeah, but yeah, I guess that's what King P did because he almost made me not want to watch this motherfucker. I had to grill these niggas with questions.
That's what I said. I said, fuck them Nepo. No, I said I thought it picked up after like the fifth round. Like after the fifth round is when it really started getting good for me.
Yeah, because by then they started gassing. So
But see, I thought I was gonna watch 4 horrible fucking rounds. Like I was like, oh, God. Like y'all niggas had me shook, and then I'm like, oh, okay, this is all right. Like what the fuck these niggas are talking about? I'm thinking the referee was as bad as the one on Haney Garcia type shit.
Yeah, I mean, the rabbit punches were OD though. There was a lot of them. That nigga was.
Yeah, they both were doing some foul shit. Like
the worst ref, but he did definitely let them take some. Like definitely, he could have definitely broken it up or kind of stepped in a little bit more. But
he could have managed the violence a little better, but he wasn't like the worst ref. Or I wouldn't call him a bad ref. He needed to be better, but guess he was an average. I guess they said fuck it, average ref for two average niggas.
Facts. Like,
Hey, just because the boxers performed above their level, that doesn't mean the ref has to too.
Plus, it's always something with these UK refs. You never know what you're gonna get.
yeah, some of them they stop the
Yeah,
fights
that's-
early.
Like, some of them are either like too lenient and just let everything go, or like the other ones just like everything is
strict.
like, yeah.
I mean, but which would you rather have? A nigga that's too lenient or a nigga that lets him go? I'd rather have a nigga that lets him
I
fight.
mean, I would like a balance. Of some,
No, I didn't say would you rather like it in the
Niggas like,
middle, nigga. I said
No, I know,
would you rather
I know.
have it lenient or would you rather have a nigga that's just like fuck it?
It's like fuck it. Like anytime you breathe on the nigga, he's like, okay, wait, yo, break up, break. Oh, hold on. You leaning on him, look shoulder. Nah, like I ain't going. I'd rather have a lenient ref.
No.
So if something happens, I say fuck it. I'm gonna take it in my own hands, nigga. Like,
right. Just let it be me and this nigga in the ring, and that's it. I don't want to think about what this ref got to say, nigga.
because remember, like he let Eubank get away with some of those shoulder pushes that some refs. I think he only called out. He only said something to Eubank one time out the whole fight, and Eubank did that shit like 3-4 times. There's some refs they would have been on dude saying that shit as soon as he did it, and that nigga was just bow.
See, because I look at it. Because, I play football, so I look at it from a gladiator standpoint. When you in a ring and it's just you and that nigga, it's you and him to the death. It's like, fuck that ref. He not really there. He just in there to keep y'all from killing each other. Y'all niggas supposed to go to the death type shit. Yeah, you supposed to be strategic and box still, but I don't want a ref interfering with what my strategy is. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, with some fucking... I'd rather have a lenient ref than a guy who's like,
Hold on.
I'm fair, but I'm firm.
Hold on.
Shit.
Watch behind the head. Hold on. Hey, this is too hard. Watch, keep him up. Like that's like nigga. You gonna get paid regardless whether you say something or not. So just sit here, nigga.
Exactly.
What up, Marquise? Yeah, Conor Benn kept shoulder rolling into counters, which is also fucking true. I'll say this to I was like, I don't know what I was impressed by, or not really impressed by. Conor Benn not getting dropped by Chris Eubank shots, or Conor Benn, or Conor Benn just getting outworked by a drained Eubank. I don't know what it was though, but
real quick, how'd y'all score it? I mean, Eubank won, right? I thought.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, I would say easily. I'm not gonna say easily.
There's people saying Ben won.
116, 112.
Yeah, 116, 112 was what I had.
Yeah, there's no fucking robbery. Yeah. Fuck out of here.
But I mean, y'all see
they're claiming a robbery.
Yeah, you could. Shit. You could. I thought you could have gave Eubank even more rounds. Like, but
yeah.
Because he was getting hurt. Like the first half, he was getting hurt too much for him to really win all those rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the second half, I feel like he kind of boxed better and worked Ben a little more.
Mm-hmm.
So I could definitely see 8 rounds to 4, maybe 7-5, but any more than that is just like, yo, are you Ben's family or something?
Yo, but what is the Twitter world saying? Are they saying this nigga got robbed?
Some people are saying Eubank.
What's the general consensus? I have not seen anybody think that Ben got robbed.
That's what I'm saying. What's the general consensus? He lost.
It was a great fight.
Yeah, that was a great
fight. I'm saying enjoyed the fight and thought that Eubank won.
Yeah, like the second half, like when they started tiring, when Ben's, when the egg, when he didn't have like the missing PEDs in the system and whatnot, and start getting tired. Then the punches really started landing, and then you see Eubank actually try to use a little boxing because Eubank was very cognizant of the fact that he had a hard weight cut, so he didn't want to kind of burn himself out by going all out in those mid rounds. So he boxed him. He countered, like the left hook couldn't miss for you. Eubank was spamming that left hook constantly, and Ben was eating them and moving forward, and that's when it was just like, then you have to start getting like the punch fuckery of everything, especially in the 8th round was like the first round of the year candidate where they were just throwing hands. Like that shit was just like, I was like, God damn, like that hatred will make things flow because I know we've always talked about fight of the years that don't necessarily have like the hatred behind them, like it's competitive, or the ones that have the hatred in the build up, they don't live up to it. Like this is like one of the rare ones, like in modern times that like niggas hate each other and they were just like, they were throwing heat at each other. and the more tired they got, the more they threw. Like it was weird because usually it's like, and it wasn't even. I mean, it was sloppy, but they were landing on each other.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think they were surviving off will, trying to fight for their fathers. I mean, that's what made the fight great. I mean, just like their will
that's
was
what made,
like,
that's what took the fight from what it was like to like, oh my god, like this is like musty. That's why I was like, that's why I was like, I was like, oh, there they go again. Like, it was just punch fuckery, and then the 12th round was just like, they left it all on the line. Like they just like, you know what?
Them UK boxing fans, but to call that a classic.
They are calling it a classic. Yeah, like literally, like every the UK posters that I've seen, like they're all calling it a classic. And even the fighters too, like Oscar, Jake Paul, Ryan Garcia, Clarissa Shields, all of them, like they were all praising that fight at the end. So
I mean, it was a great fight. I mean, that's what it was. I mean,
thank you, Android. A high-paced slop fest.
Yeah, but like I said, sometimes you do need that, and this is from a fight that it was just like, okay, this is a cash grab, but you didn't expect a performance like that from either of these guys. Like I thought it would just be like, okay, one of these guys will get tired and one of them will get KO'd and stuff like that, but. Sometimes, like I said, that was the whole theme, the fatherhood theme, because like even before the fight, like the biggest pop I've ever heard, like ever in boxing, one of the biggest pops I've ever heard is Chris Eubank Sr. coming out of the car in his Candyman coat, and they're all going crazy, like
He was like Stone, I know that was like Stone Cold coming out, coming out the van after 2 months off, type of thing.
Like the British crowd was already into it, and then then both guys, they came into the songs that their fathers used to come into when they were fighting, all that shit. Like it was like the whole build up, and then it's just that 12th round was just like pretty much the climax of it all. Like it made for good watching. Like it really made for like a really good watch. No, but like anyone who thinks that Benn won that fight, though, you just need to, you need to keep quiet. Like you don't know what the fuck you're watching. It was a hard fight, no question about that, though. But Eubank clearly won that fight, and like Benn, you can see Benn was hanging over the top rope. Like you can tell that motherfucker was in his head. Like he was staring, but he wasn't looking at nobody. Like he was still trying to process that he lost the fight. And then you have Chris Eubank there talk about Rastafari and all this shit. Like, they were on one that fight. So and then what was probably the most alarming of it was Eubank when they gave him the mic. Motherfucker was talking so halting, like he was like, it was a great fight, and
was his jaw broke?
Huh?
Someone said his jaw was broken. I think Benn said after, like in the post conference.
Well, no, they checked him out and said his jaw wasn't broken, so that means he just took a lot of punches to the head.
A lot of beating,
yeah. That's the problem. Yeah, because he was talking like a slow head. I was just like, oh damn, like, honestly, the broken jaw would have probably. I wish it was probably the explanation why he was talking like that, but it's boxing. He took a lot. He took two. I mean, he was dehydrated. He had a hard weight cut.
Was his mouthpiece in?
Yeah, his mouthpiece was in.
No, I'm sorry.
No. It wasn't in. No, excuse me, it wasn't in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because he was talking like really slow and haltingly. I was like, why is he talking like this? Like, like I said, the broken jaw would have explained it, but like I said, he just, like I said, it's boxing. Like when you see guys throw heat at each other like that for 12 rounds and it's landing, like. You have to forget. These guys aren't like superheroes. They don't have like.
It's damn near a 30-minute car crash that they're in. Nigga.
It basically. So it's like, it is what I mean. Honestly, I thought it would have been Benn talking like that, but Benn was fine. Like he sounded okay, and he was the smaller guy. Like he was and he took some heat. And I was actually surprised Benn didn't go down from any of those shots. That he took. But Eubank, but Benn made it to the post-fight conference while Eubank went to the hospital for a couple of days. So, it was a hard fight. And then Turkey, like immediately in the post-fight conference, Eddie's talking about, well, I want Conor Benn to drop down to 147, and fight there. And Turkey's like, what? No. They have a rematch clause. Yeah, they're gonna fight in September at some other UK stadium over there. barring any injuries. Now, would you guys actually want to see that fight again or no?
I mean, yeah, another slugfest. Why not?
I don't care. I don't care, honestly.
I mean, the outcome don't matter. Do it.
No. Honestly, I don't mind it. If they're going to fight that hard, look, man, one thing boxing needs more of is fucking grudge matches.
Yes.
The UK understands that, but for some reason, fucking Yanks, these goddamn Americans, we love hating each other, but never getting about the business.
Yeah.
We just love hating and never running the fade. Them UK niggas give us more grudge matches than Americans, and that needs to stop. Like, even that bitch out. Like, the only grudge match I feel like we missed out on was Hatton and Witter.
Oh, that's UK though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's UK, but still, like, they deliver them more often than we get them.
Hold on. Haney and Garcia was a grudge match.
Yeah.
Somewhat, but it wasn't like they were fighting with.
It really okay. Henny Garcia.
That's a grudge match. Them niggas was
I think the rematch
for years.
I think the rematch is more of a grudge match, but you know what? I wouldn't argue against it. You could say that's a grudge match because they had a whole amateur rivalry.
No, but
they didn't really get to the hatred until after the fight, though.
No, I'm saying now the next fight is going to be the even bigger one, and it was already a grudge match because the next fight is like, yo, this nigga cheated to beat me. He couldn't really beat me. We testing him every day. Let's see if he can really beat me. Everybody gonna tune in for that shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a grudge match now. See, the first fight was more of a rivalry, like on some De La Hoya, St. Mosley shit, like regular boxing rivalry, which is good. Right. But now the rematch is a hate fight, is a fucking grudge match.
Hold on. Tank Roach is a grudge match because remember they was fighting when in the amateurs.
And that's more of a rivalry. Like these niggas ain't heating.
That's a grudge. I mean, I guess they was boys.
But I mean, but I do want to add.
Now, rivalry and grudges are two different things. Like a rivalry is more like a healthy beef. Like it's on some like it's like the Sunday truce in the wire. Like we kind of respect niggas, but you know you could get this work. I see your granny at the corner store on Sunday. I'm gonna leave her alone.
I don't feel like a grudge can happen without that first fight. Then,
nah, dude, look, Sandy Ryan and Mikaela Mayer, the first fight was a grudge match. Once that paint got fucking thrown,
was for a title. I mean, does that matter?
Nah, it don't matter if it's long as these niggas got legit beef where they hating each other, they shitting on each other. Every interview you get, when these niggas stand in the room, you feel the tension. Mayer and Ryan was that for the first fight.
And Mayer,
remember, they fought like it, but the coach and all the background drama, and then the paint just, okay, fuck it. It was full-blown beef. That's a grudge match.
Yeah. But and also it's another example too of one that was hatred but didn't deliver in the ring was Mayer Baumgartner. Like that was a prime build. Like that was hatred. Like they couldn't even be around each other.
Prime grudge match.
But they fought like, okay, look, I have boxing skills, you have boxing skills, so let's box. And it's just like,
yeah, that wasn't enough. Like Shields Marshall was a grudge match.
Yeah, and they fought like it.
So it's like I don't know. We get them with the women. We sometimes get them with the dudes, but not as often as we should though. Like okay, yeah, so Barbosa,
Serrano Taylor's a grudge match, ain't it? Or that's a rivalry. See, y'all niggas.
That's more of a rivalry.
Everything I say is a rivalry to y'all niggas. That's some bullshit, nigga.
No. But because you're describing rivalries, these niggas, they not like, dude. I'm talking about niggas got real beef. Like Jay-Z and Nas.
Real quick, my example is when Tyson and Wilder first fought, it wasn't a grudge because them niggas, they was just two heavyweights. Yeah. Am I right?
Yeah.
So after the first fight, them niggas draw, then it's a grudge match. That's my point. It's like you can't have a grudge before. I don't see it.
No, you can. Yes, you can. It's all about the build up. Look, like I explained with the Mayer and Ryan fight, one of their coaches switched over to the other side without telling them. So that created a whole beef right there where niggas, anytime you talked about coaches, they was beefing with each other. And niggas had insider information, all types of shit.
Oh, that's
So
fucked up. I ain't know that.
so that's a real grudge. And so when you lead up to the fight, someone throws a bucket of paint at Sandy Ryan. So now she's thinking them niggas did it. So now the grudge is like, oh fuck it, we on site now.
Yeah, and
that's a grudge for the first fight. Like all these other shit is just good rivalries.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is like, I mean, if we're talking about like hatred, like just like Morales and fucking Marco Antonio Barrera, they hated each other and they fought like
that's the fucking grudge match. That's a beat.
Yeah, and it was from the first fight. Like it wasn't no respect. Like the first fight, they fought like it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we don't want to wait till like the first fight for him to like this turns into something.
It's like no touching gloves, just let's go, nigga type shit.
Thank you. That's it's like I was saying. Like look, it's like Jay-Z and Nas was a hip hop battle. Then you got some shit where it's just like, nah, these niggas is beefing. Like, like these niggas is trying to shoot out another nigga when he see him at the store type shit.
Yeah, and
he made a song about the nigga, but yeah, he actually gonna pull up and throw hands on this nigga too. We know Jay-Z and Nas weren't gonna fucking fist fight.
Yeah, and that's what we want. We just want more grudge matches that are just like it doesn't need another fight just to happen. Just it happens in the first fight. The buildup is in there. They finally do it, and they finally deliver it in the ring. Like,
thank you. Yeah.
Like I said, because most of the fight of the year candidates that we watch, they don't hate each other. It's just sometimes it just clicks. It's just like okay,
it's just a good matchup, right?
Yeah, it's a good matchup. But
if it's a good matchup and they hate each other, then it's like, well, shit. By all means, like
I feel like
run that shit back.
Niggas, when niggas be like, yo, let's run grudge matches all the time, because that's what sells the fights.
Because that's a whole nother conversation. Niggas is pussy, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole nother conversation.
Because dude, he's right. But the thing is, niggas just don't. Niggas is kind of scary like that.
Like, let me fight the nigga that I've been beefing with on Twitter for a year. And then everybody gonna tune in because they want to see who gonna win this matchup. But niggas be afraid to take that loss. That's the thing. Niggas don't want to take that loss.
There you go. You see how, and that's how the influencer boxing got it.
Everybody wants a 0 in their record, nigga. It's just
terrible. That's absolutely what it is. Like,
I mean,
that's how the influencer boxing came in.
It's kind of going away, but it's still there. You know, the zero culture, but it's kind of somewhat still, in America, especially for American fighters, African. I mentioned black nigga fight.
Like Teofimo Lopez and Barbosa Jr. That's a grudge match.
That's a good ass fight. That's the best fight I'm looking forward to this week, I think. Because some people are saying, there's a fucking Espinosa versus Vasquez, but I don't know. I think that's kind of I don't know.
Yeah,
but
because I feel like Barbosa, Tio, you don't know what you're gonna get.
You have no idea what you're gonna get. Fight. Yeah, you got no idea what you're
like. You literally could grab in the bag, pull out a boring ass boxing decision, one sided. You could pull out a split decision. You could pull out an explosive shootout. Yeah. Niggas foul fest fight of the year. It's like anything can happen in that fight.
Especially with Tio being involved. Especially with Tio.
Yeah, with Tio and these niggas just hating each other like that.
But yeah, just to wrap up Benn and Eubank too. Like I said, it trended. Like first they released the final round. I think they put it onto the Zone YouTube, and then Ring Magazine was like, you know what, fuck it, we listen to y'all. So they put the whole fight up there.
Like 24 hours, like 25 hours after it happened. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, as well, that fight was never no goddamn pay-per-view for Americans. Like, if y'all want to pay-per-view that shit in the UK, cool, but stop doing that to us. I hate when y'all motherfuckers, y'all will make us pay pay-per-view for American boxing superstars.
We got tried
in the UK.
No, we got
get it free.
We got tried for Usyk Fury. Like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm like, bro. Like, stop charging us for these goddamn European motherfuckers. Like charge them niggas for that. Eubank Benn need to be pay-per-view for the UK. Nigga, Canada and America don't give a fuck about them niggas like that. Like,
right, that's some shit we wake up in the morning like, ooh, look what's on type shit.
Yeah, thank you. That's it. Like, oh shit, fucking this? Okay.
Be like, okay, I can eat my cereal and watch this, nigga. Like
no one's like stopping work and well shit, let me do these deliveries and let me finish this, or let me go shopping so I could go home and see Eubank and Benn. Like, no. Like, no, cut that up. Maybe over in the UK, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's how it used to be too. That's how it is for most. That's how it's supposed to be most. Even, but I don't know why they charge it as a pay-per-view. Like,
And they'll give the UKR fights for free. That's the fucked up part. Like, y'all niggas ain't no goddamn Tyson fan. Y'all want to see Riddick Bowe? What the fuck? Like, for free? No, nigga, no.
But in their case, though, in those fights, they used to have to watch. They used to have to watch those at like 3 or 4 in the morning because the shit was a lot cruder back then. Like,
hey, game is the game, nigga. That's what it is. Hey, look, I'm made for them fucking Ricky Hatton UK cars, nigga. I be training 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So fuck that, nigga. Like, they can stay their ass up and watch that shit. They ain't fighting.
That's facts too. But hey, like I said, Benn, Eubank, it is a fight of the year candidate. I know, LB, I know you said, this fight was just like it could have been a regular fight in 2019, which is also true.
Yeah, this is like maybe 17, 18, 19 in 2019 if we're ranking fight of the years. In 2025, this shit's top 5.
But as we mentioned before with these fight of the years, now we're not getting the A levels producing the fight of the years. It's the B and the C levels that are kind of doing it. Well,
Benavidez, Morrell were like elite top for their divisions. Benavidez is a star.
But to me, that fight wasn't really close. I mean, to me, it wasn't, Benavidez clearly won that fight.
Eubank wasn't close. It was just the entertainment. Like,
entertainment was
like, look, niggas want to see that both boxers have a chance from rounds 1 through 12. That's what kind of makes a fight a year. And both niggas getting hurt, people tired. Nobody got dropped, but niggas was getting staggered and shit, so it works. Mm-hmm. But I get you. Like, niggas want the competitive, but if you want the competitive fight of the year, then that's the Boazzi Smith thing.
Yeah, I mean, that was or the Taraji fight. If you watch the Japan top record, actually, that might actually be like. I mean, that's still that or like we just mentioned with Smith and Boazzi. Like, those are the top 2 fights of the year so far. But like I said, but
it's just the elite guys don't put in the elite effort like they used to. That's really the problem. Like, the elite guys who really could be the guys who say, okay, you top pound for pound, number 5 in the world, whatever. We want to see them niggas give the effort that Eubank gives and Benn gives. That's the problem. Back in the day, the elite, the best of the best motherfuckers gave you 100%, 110%. Why you think Ali got so many fucking fight of the years?
Exactly.
De La Hoya with all these fight of the year, like, because these niggas gave the elite effort. Now motherfuckers be elite, but they don't give you elite effort. They'll be 100% fighter, but give you 75% effort. And it's
it's different. And then that's why the B's and the C levels, like, that's their time to shine. That's why, like, they they do what they do, and then but most of them don't trend. But this one does trend, like Eubank, Benn. So we'll see how it looks like, and of course what it looks like in September if they're gonna run that shit back. And hopefully it's not pay-per-view, or if it's pay-per-view, they put it in the UK, like,
Yeah, they need to because they paywall the fuck out this shit, and this was one of those fights that I think everybody just needed to see and hear. Like, it's rare that American public is, especially to the boxers, are like giving props to the UK fighters.
Yeah, it's very rare because like usually
these niggas ain't champions either. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, usually a British nigga got to have a Jeff Lacey, Kawasaki level performance for American.
British niggas be hating on American boxing a lot, though. I mean, it goes both ways. British niggas,
they do, but if them UK niggas see a great American fight, they'll give it props.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where Americans will be like,
yeah, no. So yeah, it was crazy though seeing American fighters like actually giving this shit a lot of props. Like, it was
especially for a fight like this that like we not really supposed to care about like that. Like, this is their Brandon Rios, Mike Alvarado, like, or Ortiz or whatever.
Facts. Yeah, it's weird though, but I mean, but that's why Turkey is like, you know what? I'm gonna ride this fucking wave, and then I'm gonna make sure, and then I'm gonna run this shit back.
And he's right, because I'd rather see these niggas have a rematch, because look, neither one has any other better fight out there for him.
Yeah. I personally
do y'all want to see Canelo Eubank, nigga?
Fuck no. Shit.
We're not gonna see Conor Benn get thrown the fucking boots or anybody worth a damn.
I mean, they throw out Mario Barrios' name, which it is what it is. But outside,
ain't that a Pacquiao fight now?
Yeah, that's the that boat. Yeah, I'm ignoring that one. If Barrios Pacquiao, I'm ignoring that one because
that's a better fight than Canelo Skull, though.
Hey, nigga, no comment, my nigga. No comment. No,
you know I ain't lying, bro.
You ain't lying, bro.
When a motherfucking politician could come out of retirement and fight a world champion who's battle tested and world class, yes, Canelo, that's a bad look. When a nigga retired comes out and takes a tougher fight than you. So
yeah. Like I said, boxing is strange though, but at least though. The good, at least some good came out of Benn, Eubank or whatever. It made up for a relatively slow boxing weekend. So and it's a warm up for all of these upcoming fights, starting with the Friday card, which is probably the biggest cards out of all of them. Of course, the Fatal Fury in New York City, Times Square. And like I said, we're still gonna try to figure out how the logistics are still going to work, because I'm pretty sure soon they got to start setting up for that shit.
What about the weather?
Yeah, did y'all watch the promo? It got released this morning on it.
I've seen it. I've been seeing all the little commercials, and they're cool and all. It's just, I don't know if they're not transcending that little boxing hardcore bubble. And it's like you see all the money they putting into this shit, and I'm just like, this shit ain't going nowhere, nigga. Like, it's creative, it's cool, but and Ryan Garcia and Haney not even fighting. So why you got them messed up so much?
Yeah, that's my biggest complaint. I was like, why is it like? I'm like, they're fighting two different motherfuckers. Like, you should try to, I was like, you should try to make something creative with Haney and I get it. Ramirez has his personality isn't there. And but Rolly has.
But they underselling him first of all too, like.
Yeah, and I get but Rolly has a personality. You could have easily made something related to Ryan and Rolly for this shit, and then but you didn't have to. But it seemed like 60% of it was all, or 70% of it was all Haney and Garcia with the little side little like side snipes and
guest appearances and shit like
yeah.
Yeah, De La Hoya, Tio, and whatever. Like,
yeah.
Look, hold on. Let me shout out to the comments because I see they popping in here. I ain't want to get too far and we don't acknowledge.
Of course.
Hey, what up, Gold member? Conor Benn hasn't knocked out anyone without the. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Chrissy May beat Conor, Eddie Hearn, the judges, the rehydration clause, the ref, the Illuminati, and still beat the. Yes, facts. You can tell they wanted Eubank to lose.
But at what cost, though? We'll see at what cost, though, with that guy.
Yeah, we'll definitely see on that. Blazing Killer Salute, what it do? Marquise, what it do? That game is bigger than the card. Yeah, I mean, Fatal Fury been around since like the early 90s.
I'm saying, back to the Neo Geo days. Salute to Neo Geo. You know what I mean?
And the promo was insular, which is insane for the names and money pumping. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, you doing all of this, and for what? Like, this is... Yeah, this is not trending, nothing.
Rolly should have been involved because, I don't know if Pat mentioned, I walked away for a sec, but the Ryan Rolly fight is for a version, quote unquote, version of the WBA welterweight title.
See, the WBA is shameless. Like I get, because the WBA looks for any type of way to put their money into to put their fucking titles near something that's making money. Like, I mean, they're blatant with it. Like, first it was the whole with Jake Paul and try to get this motherfucker top 10 WBA cruiserweight rank when he hasn't beaten when he can't even beat probably a top 30.
Remember they said they were going to do away with the regular titles, but now they're doing another version of it, quote unquote. So it's
you can't believe these niggas, like,
because they got bold again. That's the problem. And so for obviously for this 3-fight card, Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero is the main event, which is crazy to me. This should not be the main event. I have no idea why they made it. Like, this should really be an opener, to be honest, though.
And they're not even selling it as a main event. Like, they keep trying to sell Garcia Haney as a rematch later down the line when
and
all these niggas could very well lose and throw everything up in the air. Like,
and that's the thing. It's like, I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, yes, yes, at least with Rolly and Devin Haney, like, or excuse me, with Ryan and Devin Haney, we do expect them to probably win, but putting promos like that, that's no way to sell a card. Like, there's 6 motherfuckers in there. Like, do your job. Like, if you made other UK fighters with less personalities look beastly in them promos, you should be able to do that with some American fighters. You should be able to make Ramirez do something other than just be the silent partner. Where the fuck was
we got
Barboza?
a whole video game series they could pull characters from, and it's like y'all keep leaning into Terry Bogard, and like y'all can't make everybody Terry Bogard, nigga. That's like y'all try to lean into X-Men, and it's like y'all got 13 Wolverines running. Like, no, nigga, like stop. Everybody can't rock the fucking jacket and the hat, nigga. Like get these niggas something else to do.
But speaking of, I guess we start from the bottom up. So I'm pretty sure the opener, I believe, is going to be Devin Haney and Jose Ramirez, though. So now, I mean,
no, that's the co-main, bro. Stop.
Yeah, no, it's Barboza Tio's opening. I thought.
Yeah, jeez, nigga.
What are you talking about? I thought that.
Yeah, but they're opening.
No, nigga, the fucking Haney Ramirez is the co-main, bro.
Because I skimmed through the walkout. The what did they call that today? The media day thing, whatever they call it, the grand arrival. And Tio Barboza were first, so I'm pretty sure that's first. To be honest,
yeah, they're the opener. Like that's why. What's the name? I think even Haney was saying like these niggas is the damn They're the only real world title fight on the card, and they're the actual
opening. Well, I think actually. I'm not mistaken. There's like the new Japanese ambassador guy. Might be the quote unquote real opener. But yeah, out of those 3 fights, it's going to be
main card opener, nigga.
Yeah, the main card opener. These other little niggas.
Oh, I got a shitload of emails from that, but I was positive that shit would be the opener.
Dude, it's been Haney's been the co-main ever since the card was first like imagined and started. Because remember that was the whole thing. Niggas was like, man, you undefeated and you what's his name? You fighting on the undercard for Ryan now. You are the co-main.
To purists, the only title fight is the opener, but again, they're gonna have some fake WBA shit where Ryan's probably gonna get be a welterweight champion. It's kind of fucked up.
Okay. Well, I guess we start off with Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barboza. So
the openers too. Namis do okay, but yeah. Man, that's the technical opener. But as far as like the main card, because niggas like me might not even get to see these other little niggas start. Like I'm kind of worn out with the whole jobber prospect festival a lot of these cards are doing. Like, get me to the main shit or give me a stacked card from the get-go. Like how PBC used to do. Like, okay.
PBC had prelims.
Who?
PBC had prelims too.
Yeah, but they prelims be goddamn fucking Brian Mendoza and Boacek type previews, nigga. They previews be fucking J-Rock versus Dervianchenko, whoever the fuck. Those be previews. Like, if you're gonna give me previews, give me fucking previews. Let them be showbox quality previews. Fucking, you know what I mean? Don't give me goddamn so-and-so Gonzalez versus 13 and 12 from Argentina Ramirez ass nigga. Like, no, I'm fucking tired of that shit. Or Deontay Jones, Washington Jr. going against fucking Alejandro Ramirez in the opener. Like, no, fuck all that. Like, give me the goddamn solid based matched up opponents. Like, okay, yeah, like, so-and-so versus so-and-so, good records, boom, it's significant. Jokey, nah, we don't want to hear a joke, nigga. We want to hear boxing.
Yeah, so with Teofimo and Arnold Barboza, I mean, we all know the story. Barboza has an interim belt that he won, and basically he is getting a chance to actually make it legitimate. And of course, this is a fight that probably should have been on Top Rank, but Bob did not want to make this fight for a lot of different reasons. And truthfully, you could probably see the reason why, at least for on Barboza's case, why that push was never made. So, but Barboza now is getting the biggest shot of his career to do this fight, and Teofimo has just been idle thoughts and shit like that. So dude's been beefing and saying racist shit and just being ADHD all over the goddamn place and dressing like a clown and all that stuff. So it's like, is he kind of focused for this? Is it going to be one of those fights where he's super focused and he shows that he has his talent? His talent is where it needs to be, or is it going to be like another light hitting fighter that he goes life and death with, and then he's talking about in the camera, does he still got it and shit like that? So LB, what do you think about this fight? How do you think this is going to go?
This is up there with my Sky Nicholson Tiara Brown fight prediction, And once again, whenever you see somebody running from a certain nigga for too long, they know something. And I'm going for Barboza for the upset. Shout out Saluki. I know that's his dude. So yeah, I gotta rock with Barboza on this one. Like Teofimo's cool. Got the ring gang content, this, that. Seen this fight and all that, and he's fought good fighters, great fighters, but there's something about Barboza where he just can't stand that nigga, and he just don't want none of that work.
No, he does not. He pretty much called him a bitch when he was doing the word association game today. Like
like Barboza don't like that nigga. He don't like that nigga's dad. Like bro, when you beefing with a nigga, like this is a real beef. Like when you hate a nigga and his dad, So yeah, Barboza by fucking split decision. I feel like this is gonna be one of those assertive boxing matches where he's gonna have to box, but with a solid pace behind it. It can't be this whole I'm unsure. What do I do with the jab? I do just enough. Nah, he really has to fucking have a decent work rate. Like if he's not trying to throw at least 50 to 60 punches around against Tio, chill, because I feel like Tio's in a place where they're gonna line him up for a bigger fight. So if Tio just doesn't look as crappy as he did against Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz, they'll give him the win. So you're gonna have to you could beat him on points, but pile them bitches up. That's all I'm saying. Like,
right.
Put some high scores behind them points, nigga.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, one thing about Barboza is one. He does have some pop, but like I say, he doesn't commit to his offense like he should, and it's just he lets himself kind of get outworked or whatever. Where he gets into fights where he fights onto the level of his opponent. Like that Canelo fight was a hard fight to watch.
Yeah, he just does just enough to nick it, and it's like, bro, like don't go in there with that mentality,
Yeah, like he did. I mean, he did that against Ramirez too, and it was just the same thing. It was just like, and that was a god awful fight. It was just like, come on.
Like you can't hate a nigga this much and be fighting like, okay, like no, nigga, throw some fucking heat, bro.
Yeah, like I said, you did it in the Saucedo fight. You're very capable of doing that. Saucedo fight.
He's capable. Like Barboza, his power is like a 6 out of 1 through 10.
Yeah,
it's slightly above average. Because if he really wants to hurt you and he just takes the limiters off, he'll throw to get you. He'll throw and get your respect. You're not just gonna run up and on him like pause. But he doesn't do it enough. He just boxes enough where it's like, okay, boxing, and it's like, like these niggas you've been fighting, they not real aggressive like that. They not real like swarmers. So they'll kind of fall in place behind it. Saucedo's a swarmer, but Saucedo don't have the boxing skills and the talent to push past that.
Right.
Somebody like a Gary Russell or who else? Like maybe even a Matias. That might not work on.
Yeah, and then Teal himself. I mean, Teal is offense for days. Like depending. Like I mean, Teal's thing is just like niggas that he has problems with slick fighters for whatever reason. But but if he gets
No,
going,
he has problem with boxing. Nigga. Like you ain't even gotta be slick. Like this nigga ain't fighting Rigondeaux or fucking Chris Bird. This nigga,
true.
He's getting outboxed by niggas just using general movement and lateral footwork and shit. Like
we haven't had a Chris Bird name drop in a while.
it was overdue. Like the nigga, like niggas ain't shoulder rolling and making him miss. This ain't no Moreno Moraes type fight. Like no,
Mm-hmm.
this nigga is losing off because somebody's jabbing and pivoting. Like, follow the fucking pivot and throw the left hook to the body and the head, then motherfucker, do something. Like, don't just let the nigga outbox you. Like, you're allowing him to outbox you. So yeah, man, fucking Barbosa Jr. fucking by decision, whether it's majority decision, split decision. I'm not gonna get too fucking accurate with it, but just by decision.
Word. Hey, yo, King P, what about you?
I mean, this is definitely going to be a stinker fight from Tio because Tio struggles with boxers. Unfortunately, I don't think Barbosa pushes the pace enough. And I see this kind of like the fucking Jermaine Ortiz fight, where even if you think that Barbosa should get the win, I don't see him actually getting the win.
This ain't top rank now.
I know, but we've seen this song and dance too many times that I don't think it matters to promotion. I'll be completely honest with you.
Tales in the future plans.
So, yeah.
I feel you on that.
I just think, and like I said, this is going to be one of those fights that Teal's going to stick up the joints regardless against this type of fighter, against a Barbosa. But like I said, I've seen Barbosa in enough stinky fights himself where he just doesn't apply himself to the manner where he should. And yeah, so I think he'll go have his moments, and maybe you could say he'll quote unquote win the fight. But I think they're gonna give it to Tio on some 7-5 type shit.
You mean he'll win the event though, right?
Yes, yes, win the event.
He won the event, but he damn sure lost that fucking decision.
Right. Then he's gonna say some more bullshit on the mic, and he's gonna piss off more people.
Yeah, like I don't even think people care about Tio being like something like a long plan type of fighter where you build events around him because he's just too hot and cold.
Well, I mean, I think the days of building events around him are over. I don't think he's going to be the guy. He's not going to be the guy, but he's going to be the guy you put with the guy that makes money. So because of that, you don't want to give him more losses if he could still be that foil to the top guys.
Who the fuck is that guy we put them in? Like, none of these niggas want to fight his racist ass. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, who are they holding him out for? Like goddamn.
You never know.
It's just the thing because
you just want to keep that door open just in case.
Yeah, because I mean,
I feel like, man, like if Barbosa has a hell of a performance, he could be that guy because he already got better personality than Tio.
But with Tio, I mean, obviously you got because he's the man in that division. So it's like, yeah, if you're gonna, they're gonna push somebody into that Tio foil role. Should Tio actually get by?
Yeah, like Hitchens, like we're not gonna get no Tank fight or no Devin Haney fight out of that.
Oof, God, Hitchens. Hitchens.
Yeah, exactly. Like y'all saving this nigga for Hitchens off of Cambosa's fight.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm good. Y'all can have that.
Hey, Rome, what about you? Who do you think is gonna win this one?
My bad, I stepped away. We still on Teofimo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. I'm tired of listening to that nigga Teofimo online. I'm tired of seeing that nigga. I want to see that nigga lose. So I'm going with Barbosa, nigga. Tired of seeing that nigga. Every time I see this nigga, he look like a little ass kid that play too much. Like, I'm tired of this nigga.
People are tired too. It's got so bad that I was talking to Ezra. Ezra won't watch the card because he's boycotting anything Tio related. Like he will not watch Tio. Like it's that bad. It's that fucking bad.
I'm tired of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
He's like Tio's like the class clown.
Like
Who's not funny.
he deserves to
but
lose.
he insists on his jokes.
He deserves to lose. To me, that's how I feel.
Yeah,
sure does. What about you,
I hope
Pilot?
And I don't see it any other way because I feel like even Ryan, when he did his antics, it was because he was trying to hide the fact that he was on drugs, nigga. T.O., he just do his antics because that's him, nigga. And I don't like that shit. Like, that's too much antics, and you not even that fly at boxing like that.
Yeah, no. T.O.'s reached a point where just everybody just needs to tell him you're not funny and nobody likes you. Like
facts. Yo,
Mhm.
he like somebody needs to send him a telegram, a GIF, have maybe somebody sing it. Like I don't know, but he needs that message because nothing he does is cool. He tries so fucking hard.
He's such a
God
cornball.
damn.
He's such a cornball. He's a cornball.
Cornball, like.
But for my prediction, I'm picking Teofimo.
And people like that, you just got to tell them about themselves.
So I'm picking Teofimo to win though. Barboza, I won't forget the Macomb fight on the Haney. I think it was the Haney Ryan card, right? Or it was a bigger.
Yeah, I mean, Barboza should have lost that fight.
He lost that fight, and I know he's supposedly gonna bring it, gonna be ready. I just think Teo is gonna give us a performance, give us another performance where we're like, okay, he's back, type of thing. I think he's gonna come in ready, knowing. Because Teo obviously is so hot and cold, but I think in this situation, knowing he's got a chance, he's opening on the card, but knowing he's in Turkey land now, he can get more paydays and all that. He's gonna be in the mix with the Teofimo, with the Ryan and the Haney, probably, type of thing, welterweight maybe. I think Teo's gonna bring it and bring another performance. And he's gonna win in a comfortable decision. I don't think his power carried up like at 35. Obviously, he's only stopped one guy since then, but I think he's gonna beat Barboza, and it's gonna be pretty clear.
I mean, truthfully, my brain is telling me like probably that's how I think his fight's gonna go, but my heart wants me to actually win for Barboza to actually win this game, this goddamn fight, because honestly, Teofimo, like his antics is just got
I just think he's gonna quote unquote rise to the occasion this time again. He's done it before twice against people we thought he wouldn't. I think it's gonna be.
The John Taylor shit needs almost a damn
asterisk or something.
An asterisk right by that motherfucker though.
It's what it is. Taylor was supposed to win that. Like, remember, Taylor was the favorite on that.
Yeah, he was supposed to. Taylor.
But see, we didn't know the fucking whole we didn't know his body was done at 140.
Look how big he was. He was so tall and big after the fight when they dapped up after. I was like, God damn, how are you at 140, dog? Like, what the fuck?
Remember we said that when he dapped up fucking Terrence Crawford. We was like, damn, nigga should have moved up then.
Yep.
But people.
And honestly, I felt like Top Rank fucked that up because they really should have. That would have been a great opponent for Crawford, but they never set it up like that.
Wait, so Pat, what's your official decision? Am I the only one picking Teo on the panel? Officially?
Yeah, I mean, as much as I want Barboza to win, though, I actually do see it like that too. I mean, I actually do think that Teo will actually show a level against Barboza. Like I said, I mean, it will probably be maybe like a 116-112 type of decision. Maybe.
Oh, wow. You see, y'all didn't see this nigga fucking Teofimo struggle live in person in Miami, nigga. Like,
I mean, P saw him lose. Remember, P was there when he lost. So.
Yeah,
that shit was like years ago. Like,
not only was I there when he actually lost, I was there against Sandor where everybody thought he lost.
Yeah, that's true. He was.
I think it was like, hold on, I was there when he lost. Thought he lost. Shit, goddamn, King P, you going to this fight? I need to make sure this nigga lose.
I just might.
Just walk around a little bit in Times Square. Make it feel like it's a dog pound video, nigga. Kick a newsstand or some shit, nigga.
But I got some odds up because I had, because this is like a gambling weekend for boxing. So.
Oh yes, sir. Thank you.
So for money line for Teofimo, Teofimo is a -260 favorite. Barboza is a +194 underdog. For method of victory, Teofimo points decision is -120. A KO for Teo is +390, draws 1,500. Barboza decision is +280, and the Barboza KO, which is a +800. So, I mean, value.
those some real kind of odds. Like they know that fight's close.
Yeah. Like I mean, you could definitely put something on a Barboza decision or whatever, or whether it's the money line or the actual decision too. So it's like it's not out of the question. And but of course, if you're really trying to live dangerously, then you can try to see if Barboza can stop him. But I mean, actually, this fight, but I mean, Lopez is plus 390 for KO, which is also likely too. Like, I mean, that's probably more. That's more likely than anything. So, like, they got some odds for this fight. So
Lopez by KO. Women like this nigga ain't hurt nobody in so long. That nigga was spamming so many punches
he's not knocking out Barboza. That's a wasted bet.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, if Tio got cut, there's a better chance of Barboza stopping him.
That's also true.
Because at least I know, he's going to stay on it and pepper that jab. You know what I mean? Like, Tio just going to wing shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Tio don't really fight with any type of strategy. He just fights off talent. Like, pure, I'm just going to hit you more times than you hit me, and I'm going to hit you harder.
Yeah, that's that athleticism to you. The athleticism without a whole. I mean, it's not like he hasn't shown skill, but I think the Lomachenko is like the peak of that. Like he's regressed after that fight. So it's
because I feel like a guy like Claggett, like he gets stopped by anybody else who's a puncher, like at that division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Teal, did a whole hard sparring with dude.
Life and death.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I mean, but I don't think too. But I mean, I do think, but at least I know both guys are properly motivated, and they all know what's on the line for them or whatnot. Especially Teal, who's had his issues with Top Rank, so it's like like he knows like another loss, and he's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to go back down to God knows what at 140, and I don't know if he's built to kind of rebuild that quickly again.
Well,
yeah, Barboza knows if he
cards no more, so we'll see because he should have 4 losses on his record instead of 2. I'm sorry, instead of how many losses he got? 1?
He has 1. Yeah,
he should have 3. My bad.
Yeah, but we'll see how that goes.
I was counting the Barboza one. My bad.
Already, you're speaking that into existence. And then for the co-main, though, we got Devin Haney and Jose Ramirez. Now, this one, now, of course, we all know this is Devin's first fight since that little no contest with Ryan Garcia, where he got dropped 3 times, and he got
the hardest fight to call to me.
He got embarrassed, basically. Let's be real.
Yeah, he got embarrassed, and he got rocked way too many times.
Did y'all see in that T.O. Ryan Garcia interview that sit down that they did? This nigga, all he care about is his zero. He like, yo, I got my zero. That's all that matters. I got my zero. Like, nigga, you got embarrassed in front of millions, nigga. Fuck that zero. That nigga still put you down.
Yeah, so I know this is the thing right now because Devin has had like a year off to. I mean, he definitely needed some time off to kind of recover because because for some reason he could not avoid a left hook, but then of course dude was PED'd up and whatnot, so it's like he was, but he obviously needed some downtime to kind of recover and shit like that though. And it was good that he got his zero back, but he should be talking about that shouldn't be his talking point. Like, dude should be like, look, I'm going to the drawing board. I'm training harder, and I'm coming back to take over 140 or 147 or whatever the fuck, other than just harping on the zero, which you got back. Yes, you got it back. The commission gave you back your zero, bro.
Yeah. But it's supposed to this fight's at 143. It's in between weight. It's not even welterweight or 140. It's kind of interesting.
Anything over 140 is welterweight. So
yeah, true. Yeah, but it's not. But it's supposed to be 144 or some shit.
Yeah, and I don't mind it. I mean, it is what it is. Like, he's coming back from whatever, and then they'll probably just try to tread the water to see what division that he's gonna.
Niggas still don't want to fucking move up.
Yeah, that's
nigga.
Yeah, that's all.
I mean, Bill mentioned Bill Haney mentioned they're done 140. So, I don't know why it's not a 147 or whatever. So.
Yeah, so Devin.
Broner shit.
Yeah, the Broner shit though. Broner was doing that because he was just undisciplined as fuck. Haney, I mean, the recent pictures of Haney right now looks like that motherfucker. Like he's ready. He's at weight. Like right now, like he's ready to go. But then I mean, obviously we'll have to see. We'll see how that happens. But then with Jose Ramirez though, like we've complained about Jose Ramirez. Like Jose Ramirez, like respectfully, has been in some really hard fights. Like LB said before, like there's nothing really special about dude. Dude is a workman-like type of fighter. Like he doesn't do anything particularly. He doesn't do anything one thing like particularly like that's like outstanding. He's just straight up and down, no frills type of fighter, and it's gotten him far. Like he's he unified 2 belts. He has really good wins, but like recently though, dude has just been
it's 2025, bro. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he has solid power. I'll give him that. Like,
yeah,
he about
that's
to
the thing. Like, how's Haney's chin? I mean, is he all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, because what Ryan did to him was pretty fucking brutal. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
thing. Why this fight's the hardest one to call.
Ramirez ain't Ryan, so.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but there's things he does better than Ryan. Because remember,
and we saw
Ryan didn't fight like a nigga on performance enhancers.
And we saw Linares fucking rock Haney, and Haney was in Benavidez for 2 rounds, so you don't have to be Ryan, but
I mean, Linares could actually punch. That's not like he's not a light hitter. He can actually punch.
I mean, Ramirez could punch too, but it's the type of punchers like Linares has the
Ramirez knocked out Maurice Hooker over the rope. So
Hooker. I mean, Ramirez can fucking punch, man. Don't let Pat tell you this nigga can't punch.
Well, he's just a different type of puncher than Linares.
No, he can punch, but he's not.
Linares is an explosive puncher. He's faster, twitch, all of that.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't think. I mean, he can punch, but I don't think he's as explosive as the guys that we mentioned. I don't see him catching Haney with something that he doesn't see.
I see. This is the thing. I don't think he has to catch Haney with something he doesn't see. That's not Ramirez's game. Ramirez is going to catch you with shit you do see. And if he does that enough and he pressures Haney and he could stay on him the whole fight, that's when we going to find out is Haney back or not. Like,
yeah,
he's going to be gunning for the left hook, but he got a good right hand. He's going to have a hook to the body. Like, this is a good, interesting fight to me. I wish it would have been at 147 because I feel like Haney just don't really. I think Haney, because what is the Ryan fight at?
The Ryan fight is, I think it's a welterweight fight.
It's for a fake WB welterweight, so it's going to be at 147.
Okay, so and this is where I disagree with Haney on. Like, if I know I'm going to fight Ryan Garcia at welterweight the next fight,
you should be fighting it at welter. Yeah, exactly.
I would have been fighting at welterweight right now.
You're letting Ryan settle in at welterweight. That's kind of stupid.
There you go. When it's like, dude, you need to know how you settle in at welterweight. Because Haney, I feel like maybe they do too much cardio on Haney when Haney needs to be more of a bulk. He has the body to bulk up more. He got that kind of like that Terry Norris build. Not as muscular, but the build. Where Haney could go to 147. He's been at 135 too fucking long. Like, bro, just go to 147, nigga. Don't beat Prograis and become him.
Facts.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, that's why the fight kind of because it seemed like fucking if Haney would have fought at 143 against Garcia, he would have still been drained.
Facts.
Especially to the point where Ryan comes in at 144 and he's okay. Dude, Ryan's gonna look like a goddamn middleweight, bro.
Yeah, no, it's.
Yeah, I mean, he was big against Rolly's. Rolly's pretty fucking big himself. Pause. Ryan looks clearly bigger than him.
Yeah, height wise and like stature, like body structure wise. So yeah, but Ramirez Haney, man, like. Haney should win. I feel like Haney's going to win like a 115, 113 type of fight. But it's going to be like a hard 115, 113 type of fight. Like, he's going to be fighting off the ropes. There's going to be times where he's aggressive. There's going to be times where Ramirez get it to him. Like, That's the type of fight I see. Like, and I can honestly see like either one knocking the other out too.
I mean, because Ramirez, he's the only one that hasn't been talking. I think Ramirez doesn't care too much for any of the pageantry shit that's been going on. This motherfucker, like, you put a microphone under in his face, and he doesn't give you anything. Like, I think he's probably super focused with everything that's going in there because, because he has not looked good. I mean, the Bartholomew fight was alarming how bad he looked in that fight. Like, this
is his. You better turn everything around. Fucking fight, nigga.
Yeah, and then like the Canelo fight didn't really so much because both guys they kept their fists in the holsters and shit like that. But it's just like, dude is due for a good performance or something that will kind of wipe out the memories of those last two fights. And because if he loses to Haney, he's going down.
Is he really due for a good performance, or is he just washed and we don't want to just fucking say it?
He's probably washed, but I'm not fully counting him out. I'm not fully 100%.
Yeah, it's hard to say he's washed because no one's really taken advantage and put their foot in his ass.
I mean, he has not been KO'd yet.
I mean, Bartholomew couldn't take advantage of it because he's not a good fighter. A better caliber of fighter would have been able to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Barbosa, better caliber, and he barely took advantage of it.
I will say, if Haney versus Ryan never really actually happened, I'd favor Haney a lot more than I do right now, and I still think Haney's gonna win.
I agree.
I agree with that too. I do think. I mean, for some reason, I think.
Hold on. I disagree with that, pilot, because I remember before Haney even fought Ryan, I'm like, yo, it's the downfall of this nigga. This nigga is I'm not gonna disrespect the man, but this nigga ain't ready. He ain't him. He think he him just because he undefeated, but he not him. And I've been saying that before he fought Ryan. I even picked Ryan to whoop his ass.
You did.
And Ryan did whoop his ass, and I made money on that fight, and I didn't have to give it back. But I picked Ryan, and I still pick Ryan without drugs. You feel me? Like that's why Haney fights little, because he fights at a low weight because he knows he'll get dominated at any other weight class.
Like he don't believe in his strength or something.
Nah, he doesn't have strength. He's more technical, if anything, and he's not even that technical.
Facts.
So it's like, he's been begging to lose, and Ryan was a perfect villain. But now he's like, yo, he cheated. It wasn't real. He's just trying to hold on to that. So I hope this is another fight. I hope Ramirez whoop his ass.
God damn.
Just to shut this nigga up too. Fuck it. Everybody on that fucking panel needs to lose. Ryan needs to lose. Haney needs to lose. T.O. needs to lose.
Yo, I swear, if Devin Haney loses to Ramirez, oh my God, boxing Twitter is gonna be on one that night.
Ooh, like Twitter might shut down. I don't know.
We already know why he got that fight. That fight is just to build him up so he can get back at Ryan. But so he's supposed to win that fight, but we'll see. He's supposed to win the fight Saturday, but we'll see.
But what's your official prediction though, Rome?
Friday.
My bad, Friday. Yeah, I mean, I got Haney by decision. But I want him to lose. I'm not crazy, but I want him.
I ain't gonna lie. A upset bet on Ramirez is nothing to play around with. Like that could very well happen.
Rum, how come you don't fuck with Haney? Is it his pops, or I'm just wondering how come you don't fuck with Haney that much? I'm just wondering.
Oh, that's a question for Rome.
Oh, that's good for Rome. Oh, maybe he stepped away. That's good. Why he don't.
I mean, like I said, for me, I can only go with Haney by decision because it makes more sense. Because, like I said, Ramirez has had, he's had hard fights. He's had a lot of hard fights though, but he just hasn't looked good in his last two fights. And I do think that Devin has more skills than him, but I can't count Ramirez out because he does have pop and he is rugged and he's also kind of hard to stop. So it's like you're gonna have to put your foot in his behind. Like,
and Haney hasn't got a KO since Trump was in office the first time. So
And Ramirez knows how to pressure. He knows how to box. Like, I don't know if like a guy like Prime Zab would like feast on Ramirez. But Haney don't have like that speed or that power. And like the defense, like the skills, it's not like he Purnell in there or some shit. So it's like that's why I just don't see him just out boxing dudes super cleanly to where like he don't struggle or it's not a tough fight for a couple rounds or some shit.
All right, well, real quick, let me ask you, do you see Haney getting cracked or a moment in the fight where like, oh shit type of thing or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I see that happening because after getting beat up like that, even though it was because, well, you can't say it's because of the PEDs, but whatever. I'm not gonna disgrace Ryan's, talent like that. But after you getting tagged like that and you thinking you down and you thinking you losing and the niggas just whooping you, the next fight you get into, you're gonna be thinking about, yo, I don't want to get back in that same predicament. It's instinct. It's human instinct. Regardless of how much this nigga's been training, if he get hit a certain way, he gonna be like, oh shit, I felt like this when Ryan was whooping my ass.
Damn.
And Ramirez has a good left hook too. So
that's what I'm saying. He could set that up to the body or the head, man. Like, that's why I just felt like I feel like Haney, like they're both naturally big guys. Like they played themselves with this 143 shit. I'd have said, fuck it, nope. Like we would have went into at least 145. Ain't no way we would have 143, really? Like, y'all big niggas just ain't, you're like, come on. And there's, what's the possibility that Haney overtrained?
That's another possibility too.
No, because pause, that dude's looking jacked. Pause. I don't know if you saw his thing with the video. The Ring doing a decent job of,
Yeah, nigga. Vivian Harris was looking jacked too.
I mean, that's what he's probably at weight now, but let's say, but there's a chance that he probably did. There's a slight chance that he probably overtrained. So I mean, there's a lot of things because you're out of the ring for so long. Like he definitely has some ring rust too. There's all so it's gonna answer some questions.
And what if this shit's a draw?
And if it's a draw, then it's just like how the fuck are you gonna sell right?
If it's a draw, that means Ramirez really won.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ramirez, this might be the first fight where Ramirez has incentive to go for the knockout.
If it's a draw, he gonna be like, I still got my O.
Ayo, Kingpin, what's your prediction?
Oh my bad. Sorry, I thought I was talking. No, Haney by decision, easy decision. So ain't much to it.
Easy, like what, 118, 110, easy?
Like 117, 111.
You don't believe in Ramirez's power at all?
No. I mean I believe Ramirez's power, but I don't believe in Ramirez at this stage of his career. Like,
but what about Haney's fragileness, nigga? What about that?
I'm not buying it in this fight. Sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, let's see. For the odds for this one, I mean, Haney is a clear minus 1,200 favorite. Ramirez is a plus 680 underdog. Haney by decision is minus 360. A Haney KO is plus 480. Draw is
minus 1,200 like that.
Yeah, money line. Yeah. Let's see. A draw is plus 1,900. Ramirez decision is plus 1,500, and a Ramirez KO is plus 950.
Ooh. Yo, they don't think Ramirez is going to win this.
but remember, when he fought Garcia, I think he was minus 400 against Garcia. They think this nigga is like Jesus in gloves.
I mean that's why it's called gambling. Like it's perception. Like everyone has the formula.
No. It's not about being Jesus in gloves. It's if a Haney by decision is usually one of the most guaranteed things you can get. So it's always going to be minus money for Haney by decision.
Yeah, I remember when you said that shit last time too. And fucking
No.
Dude, look, all I'm saying is, look, the TO, the Lopez and Barbosa fight is a closer fight on the odds, but Haney Ramirez is honestly a closer fight in the sense where you don't really know what's going to happen. You kind of think something's going to happen, but you only think that maybe by 60%. And that's Haney by decision. But the way they got the odds, you would think fucking Ramirez is goddamn nobody. Or he don't have a chance. That's what I'm saying. With the odds giving Barbosa a hell of a chance.
Right.
Like they on the podcast with us, like, yeah, yep. But with Ramirez,
listen, because plus
they're like, fuck it.
Plus 600 is not bad for an underdog against, a nigga that's undefeated and he thinks he's the shit. You feel me?
But that shit was like plus 680.
You said 680 or 600, Pat?
680.
And this guy was a former unified champion.
Yeah.
With knockouts of other champions.
But like P said, he's washed. I mean, that's the general assumption is he's washed, right?
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to say washed until I see a nigga get his ass kicked against somebody capable.
I mean,
he's been fighting people who's capable.
Josh Taylor dog walked him. He dropped him twice, but I know what you mean. I feel like he hasn't got beat up like that.
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's like when he's lost, it's just they've been close fights, and when he's won, they've been close fights. So it's like
and this is remember we don't know if the 143 weight gonna help him, and then we don't know the mental aspect of him seeing Devin Haney get cracked with left hooks all night, and he's like, "Fuck it, I could do that. I gotta." We don't know if he's gonna really fight to. Like, he might fight to knock out Haney more than he's ever fought any other opponent. It's little shit I look at like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like Ramirez has a better chance and they're giving it than like shit more so than Barbosa if you think about it.
Facts.
Because Barbosa's been struggling. So you can make a point that you can make a case that Barbosa's due to lose for real. How long is he gonna keep getting these struggle split decisions?
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Even if he's truly the winner. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like the odds are kind of mixed up.
And they show him plenty of respect on those odds too. So it's like,
yeah, because shit, I feel like Barbosa by decision could be goddamn plus 500 or something.
Well, yeah, no, this is gonna be like I said, this is gonna be interesting because, like I said, answer some questions on where Devin Haney is now, or what Jose Ramirez is. Is he just brought in as an opponent, or is he someone that's gonna give, is gonna give Haney like a hard, 115, 113, 115, 112 type of fight or whatever.
If Haney wants to show that he's back, he needs to really beat the shit out of dude. Like, it got to be on par with the pro grade performance, but more offensive.
He got to stop. I mean, to make a true statement, can you stop him? I mean, it's been like 6, 5, 7 years. Can you get to stop it? No, I'm just saying. Can you do it? Yeah. Come on, Haney. Stop this nigga. Get a KO. It's been a minute. It's been a super long minute.
Facts.
Yeah, and the funny thing too is like he used to get them KOs. But it's a shoulder surgery. Once he had that first shoulder surgery, then those KOs. KOs stopped.
I think that coupled with leveling up in competition, it's kind of.
And then the draining, draining to stay at 135.
But that nigga punched with his shoulders though, man. Like the shoulders is one element of the punch. Like some niggas, they naturally or unnaturally put a little too much into certain parts of the punch. He's one of those niggas who punches top heavy, even though sometimes you'll see videos of him punching and it look like he's launching with the right hand and shit. Like, he's a guy who need to rotate his hip more when he punch. Like, Haney's a big dude, like he's solid, but it doesn't feel like he punches with any weight behind his shots.
Yeah, it's funny too how how some boxers, some real, their punching mechanics are always kind of off outside of throwing a jab, of course. It's weird how that works sometimes with.
But Pat, but you see it though, right? Pat, am I blind? Am I not seeing this?
Yeah, I mean, his highlight reel KO was a straight shoulder shot. Like he had to throw his whole shoulder into that,
That. See, this is the thing. Look, the 4 elements is the torso, like the hip rotation, dropping your knee, because that's what really lowers your center of gravity. Your shoulder, and then your fist turning over. Mm-hmm. A true puncher nails all those every time. Somebody like Inoue, Golovkin, niggas who true punchers, they nail those all the time. Mm-hmm. Good punchers get 3 of those out of 4 most of the time. But then the hot and cold and the Tim Bradleys and Clarissa Shields, and they only get 1 of those out of the 4 consistently.
The Sean Porters.
And the Sean Porters. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Sean Porter, I think, punches a little better than Shields and Bradley. Like, I don't know. I think because he loops his shots. Like
not much. He smothers his work a lot.
Not much, but he has a better overhand right than all of them niggas. He is like he puts a better arc or snap on his punches. Like Tim Bradley's best overhand was what the Luis Abreu.
The Witter fight to me was the best one.
Oh no! The Witter was good. The Abreu was another one. Yeah, the Witter was good. Maybe Edner Cherry in there.
Yeah. I think that one was actually a straight right that he did, wasn't it?
Straight right. Yeah, he lost. And the one that he had took Pacquiao off his feet was a good one in the second fight. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude, look, if I could name your 4 best punches in your whole career off the top of my head, your punching ain't that good.
Facts.
And Pat here is confirming. He's like, yeah, well, you got that one. And, well, I thought the Witter one was better. Like, see, like, nigga, so yeah, like, Devin Haney punched with his shoulder too fucking much, man. If he rotate his hip, drop his knee more, he'd be taking some of the pressure off his shoulder, and his punches would be more forceful, meaning he would back his opponents off more when he hits them. Right. And he wouldn't just rely on the snap. Because you want your punches to snap and have force behind them. Because if you just have snap and you hurt somebody, they'll fall on top of you or drop at your feet. But when you got snap and you got force, you stunning and hurting the nigga and they're flying away from you.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, that's it. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I definitely look forward to that fight. And then the main event, with Ryan Garcia coming off his suspension, and then Rolly Romero, who's coming off. Well, no, he had a win, but it wasn't really a really good win. But it was just like it was a win that he was supposed to stop somebody, but it kind of went the distance like it was supposed to. And of course, this is at 147 for, as Pilot said, it's for a GameStop 147 belt. Now, does anyone have? Because basically the selling point for this fight is, that infamous sparring session where Rolly was kind of beating the shit out of Ryan and got the best of him in that shit.
I got Ryan in 1. I ain't gonna lie. I think Ryan gonna knock him on the first round. I have a feeling that's got a hunch. It might be, it'll be like 3 rounds, but for some reason I'm saying first round.
Yeah, part of me wants Ryan to lose, but Rolly is just a shitty fighter. Like he's basically there because Rolly has personality and he talks a lot of shit or whatever. And that, like I said, in boxing, sometimes that can take you farther than your abilities can actually, should take you. So it's like, okay, he's there. They have history. Rolly has power, which is his really only true, like, really good trait. Can't really box worth a damn. And he's going to be aggressive towards Ryan. Yeah, honestly, if this goes the distance, that means like something failed. But yeah, I like you. I see Ryan knocking him cold at probably within like maybe 3 rounds too. Like,
Yeah,
Maybe
first,
even
second round
4th.
type of kid. It'd be cool to see. Fuck Ryan for what he did. I know it's kind of weird seeing his build up like this. How he's like so calm and regular. Like this is really weird compared to last year.
Well,
So,
yeah, because number one, he's coming off suspension because in order for him to get this fight, because New York had to kind of lift that suspension because I'm pretty sure that suspension kind of hurt him financially and stuff like that.
oh yeah, for sure hurt him. Yeah,
And then remember all the little side lawsuits and shit niggas were throwing at him because
he lost mad. He lost
out.
mad cheese. He probably lost mad cheese with all that shit. Yeah, and
it's like he got cheese and endorsements and guest appearances, but
it's like God damn.
I think he got like a lot of behind the scenes deductions too.
Yeah, a lot of that bullshit. And remember, he's supposed to fight that Japanese fight, but that fell through at the New Year.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of weird. I mean, I think due to the being in Turkey land, he knows he gotta be smart. You want to get these fat paydays from Turkey. You gotta be in best behavior for a little bit.
Yeah, you can't be manic and saying whatever and saying another high edgelord that says racist shit. Except that one gets swept. He gets swept. That shit gets swept under the rug. Like
because he crashed out, but he only did it that one time. He just said a whole bunch of Winter Wars Capadonna verse type of. He just went on. Whereas with Tio, we getting it like a weekly segment. So I don't know.
I mean, Tio was like nigga, and I feel like that.
Yeah, Tio honestly is worse. Like I know people, they're both bad, but Tio shit just annoys me even more because he's trying so hard. Where Ryan just come off as somebody who wants to be liked by everybody. He's the cool dude, and he was just fucked up, whatever. And you just want to see how bad he can impress you with some stupid shit, like a little fucking kid.
Yeah,
Tio literally, him and his racist ass dad, they truly hate niggas and always blaming blacks and all this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Tio is a dog whistles. Tio's dad, that he hates niggas. So and Ryan is like of course the hard ER and shit like that. So he's a fucking clown too. But like he should not have no problem cracking Rolly one time and putting his lights out. Like three. Like I'd say probably round 4. I'll give Rolly one more round.
It's not weird. Hunter Ryan's gonna hit him with might fuck Rolly up bad because I know he mentioned a couple times he's gonna retire him. I don't know if y'all watched that face off.
Yeah,
it was like 16 minutes of brain rot, but it was pretty funny still, I guess. But at least we got to see Rolly be himself for once because Rolly hasn't really been like that in a minute. It seems like he's been kind of.
Well, yeah, he needs. Well, I mean, you can't.
Him and Barbosa been doing the heavy lifting for the promo.
Barbosa been doing. Tio's been cringe, but Tio's been trying to be out
Tio
there,
tries too hard, but he has nothing memorable. All the memorable shit coming from Rolly
do y'all see
being the narrator.
I don't follow Tio, but do you see this nigga be randomly dancing with some Latina chick?
That's stupid shit. Like it's just like.
Well, he has to fall into his damn Hispanic roots and all that, his Latin roots and shit because he can't fucking do the whole urban route, which he kind of built his name up off of because he hates niggas and niggas don't fuck with him.
Like I said with Tio, it sucks he's Honduran for him because if he was Puerto Rican or Mexican, I feel like he'd be bigger. But being Honduran, you're probably the best Honduran boxer of all time already, so you don't really have a fan base like that.
Yeah, but he don't rep it. If he came in there and he brought that goddamn
the flag
Dominican boxing type of energy to Honduras type shit. With the whole you repping the flag, everybody in your corner got that shit, and you bigging up the country all the time, it would make a dent. But if you don't do it, nigga, then
and he speaks Spanish too, so I don't know why he doesn't.
You see what I'm saying, like, bro, dude, that's like those random rap niggas from the Midwest who would have a one-hit wonder and just you wouldn't know you never heard no music come from them niggas before, but that nigga put them on the map for that moment.
Right.
The same thing in boxing. Like, all it takes is one of them niggas to come from South America to knock somebody out that we was hyped about for them to get their name up. Yeah, and you knocking niggas out all the time and you can't do that?
Shit.
you building your hype up of black people in the urban market and all this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Then you turn around and get mad because black people get better opportunities than you because they work for them?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
But King P, though, what's your prediction for this? You know, obviously you think it's gonna be no contest.
He said no contest.
That
very well could happen.
Shit, nigga, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
Yeah, make this a foul fight.
Oh, King P must be.
I expect Eubank. Benn type of aggression from these niggas. Bombs a fucking way, and that shit should end in the damn third round.
What's up, Pat? My bad. I had to step away for a minute. What's good?
Ryan and Rolly, bro. Prediction.
Oh, man, Ryan in 4.
I said the same thing. Ryan and 4.
Where'd
Ryan.
you step away to? Dreamland, nigga.
I got a little in the pillow.
Ayo, Rome, what's your prediction?
Yeah, Ryan KO, nigga. That's a wrap. That's night. Yeah.
What round?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think he's gonna like spare Rolly a little bit. It might be like round 5 or 6. He's gonna spare him early. He's not gonna go in there and kill him. Like, I don't think he hates Rolly. I think he's just gonna go in there and they're gonna fuck around a little bit and he'll be like, all right, nigga, night.
Yeah, you're actually generous.
They boys. There was like an era of him and Tiafimo. They're like the stepbrothers era. They're just being
Right,
dumb.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he want to go in there and hurt the nigga. They might go decision low key.
No, it's not going to decision.
Yeah.
Something went horribly wrong if it did.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Rolly are boys. That's why I'm like, yo, who knows, nigga?
Fuck all that boy shit. We fight.
Niggas be doing it. Hey, don't sleep. Niggas be doing that shit.
Yeah, no, this one should. I mean, if it goes to a decision, it better be like a war type of decision, like they threw everything but the kitchen sink at each other type of shit. But
how many wars you seen Rolly in, nigga?
Yeah,
he's been enough punishment. He's been in enough punishment.
He's taking enough punishment, hell no.
Yeah, so he's taking enough punishment to where his chin is damaged. So, and at a higher weight. Yeah, this is not going long. Pause.
So you think all y'all think Ryan gonna go in there, no nonsense, just nigga, give me my check?
Yeah. For this one, yeah. I mean, it's Rolly. Like Rolly is there because he like it could be like the perfect opponent for Ryan because you know he's definitely more durable than he's more durable than kind of a Devin in a way.
But he's going there looking all slow and shit, trying to fucking box instead of just rushing Ryan and doing the same shit he did in sparring when they was younger.
Right.
Like that whole roughhousing shit, that shit bothers Ryan. Ryan don't like no rough fights, man.
Yeah, like even before, like even the fights when he was coming up, I remember there was one fight that he had like early in his career, like dude damn near I thought like almost lost that shit because dude was rough, like it was a Mexican jobber journeyman and was roughing him up, like really. Yeah.
Like Rolly can punch enough where the roughing up works in his favor.
Well, what was that, Room?
No, I'm saying about who you talking about, Ryan or Rolly losing to a Mexican jobber? My bad.
Oh no, almost in Ryan. Ryan.
Yeah. I remember early on, and they kind of taped him back. They kind of teetered him back after that, right?
Yeah, they were like, oh,
they did that shit twice. But remember, they did that with the other fight he had struggled with.
What, Luke Campbell, where he got dropped?
No, before the Luke Campbell fight.
Before that, okay.
I'd say his name, but is it Jason Velez?
The Velez fight? Jason Velez?
Yeah, Velez.
Velez, because I think of Duno, but he knocked Duno out early. Never mind, yeah.
Yeah, because he struggled like crazy with Velez.
Mm-hmm.
And then Oscar had the training wheels on him for a whole nother goddamn 18 months.
Yeah. He was like, okay, yeah, until you start knocking these motherfuckers out like you were before, yeah, we're gonna dial your competition back. Yeah,
because Velez was popping dude's head back.
And then he went to Luke Campbell, and then he got dropped. He got the KO though, and then he kind of took that mental health break issue, right?
But remember that worried ass look he had on his face when he was on the canvas. When he felt like the world was ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I mean that could be like the thing. Like if Rolly can institute like a real. I mean, first Rolly would have to avoid the left hook, which is probably not in his skill set. But if he can make it, he can make it rough. If he can make it rough and land like clubbing punches on Ryan, like the fight can get interesting off that though. But yeah, but if Ryan lands that left hook, because Ryan has a whiplash left hook, so if he lands that,
and he got a good right hand too. Like, don't sleep on the right hand.
Yeah. Like Ryan has one punch knockout power with his left hook, so it's like he can if he cracks you with it, it's probably going to be a wrap. So, and depending on
be so fucking open when he get hit.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's why we all say like Rolly's tough though, but yeah, if he doesn't rough him up, like that's why it's like they shouldn't go the distance unless something went horribly wrong. But like I said, I think really for this card is just gonna be like, okay, the logistics, how's everything going to look and stuff like that, and of course like the build up for this, and of course the fact it's on pay-per-view. Personally, it shouldn't be on pay-per-view because it should, but it's whatever. It's one half. Basically the zone's doing the whole deal with another card which we will not name. Where you could buy two for $90 or this one separately for $55. So yeah, it's pay-per-views galore. That one, it depends. I would probably buy it. For me, I may buy it, or I may go to Dave & Buster's. It depends on because
which one's wait, the Fatal Fury shit's pay-per-view too?
Yeah.
Oh wow, these niggas. Hold on, all these pay-per-views in one weekend.
They're trying to give you. I don't know if you saw that a bundle for two of them for $90.
Nigga, I just said that.
Oh my bad.
Yo, this is the only pilot to get a scroll up for like twice in a day. Talk about like it's been a while. Yeah, nigga, sure.
No, but like I said, at least I would buy like compared to the bundle that they're offering. I'd only buy that one. So it depends because I know this says it starts at I think 6 o'clock Eastern time, which is
on a Friday night. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's on a Friday. I was like,
niggas rushing home. Like, wait.
They could have swapped out the Canelo shit for Friday night because no one gives a damn about that fucking car like that. So it's just like I don't understand. Yeah,
more people cared about damn Joshua versus Ngannou than damn Canelo skull, bro.
Yeah, that shit is crazy though. But I'm looking forward to, of course, Fatal Fury in New York because, like I said, it's, I just want to see. I'm just curious how everything's going to look and everything's going to play out because obviously, there's a lot on the line for all the fighters that are actually in that shit, too. And like I said, although we mentioned Canelo Skull, we're not gonna preview and everything because it's on a pay-per-view and it should not be on a pay-per-view. Even though there are fighters that we respect that's on the undercard. We may recap it if some fuckery pops off, but just because Canelo Skull, it should be if it was Canelo Benavidez, then yeah, we would absolutely positively
say less.
Yeah, we would preview the hell out of that shit. And
wait. Salute, hey, what up, Chris Brand, Rob D, Kang, salute, Kang Son, salute.
Chris, as much as we would, like I said, if Canelo was fighting someone worth a damn, and it wasn't, and on top of it, not being on pay-per-view, like we would actually go through the card because there are a couple fights on there that we do fuck with, but
there's a couple, Sriracha Munguia, rematch is interesting.
But
we can predict that real quick. Like, do y'all think Munguia winning that?
I hope not. But I think
Chris Brand speak for all of us. Did
we hope.
Yeah, no, Munguia should. Honestly, Munguia, like he brought it on himself. Like bruh spoiled on the fight, and he got, he was on the wrong end of a brutal upset knockout.
So a mistake that he could have corrected.
He got dropped in the first round. He got dropped he dropped Saras in the first round. I thought it was over soon. Yeah.
Yeah, funny thing too, because I remember too, because I had something. I was like, you know what? Because I think people were focusing like, dude only has 2 KOs, and I'm like, yeah. I'll watch the ESPN like that because I was preoccupied with something. So after I was done being preoccupied, I look in there and I'm seeing like fucking Saras upset KO. I was like, "What nigga? What the fuck?" And I think one of you guys posted the clip in the chat, and I was like, "No fucking way! This motherfucker got knocked out with one shot."
There's I think there's a lot of boxing that night. There's like 2 big cards. That was like the late night Mexico joint. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was upset of the year for sure, if I'm not mistaken. I think that had to be upset of the year.
That nigga was punching too hard to be not taking him serious. Like, you can't, like, people look at people get fooled by the record, like the KO. Just because someone doesn't have a lot of KOs don't mean they can't hit hard. It don't mean they can't hurt you and knock you out. Like, niggas got to stop with that shit.
Yeah,
because him backing up and doing dropping his hands and going straight back and doing all the little defensive lapses he's been known for years against these, mid-level niggas, it caught up with him because somebody timed him and who was really throwing fire that night.
Yeah, and then checked off all 4 things on the punching mechanics. Like that. Yeah. Whistling right cross. Whistling.
Yes. See, this is the thing we're telling you, like when people say you can't increase punching power, try throwing the punch correctly, 100% correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Do that 1,000 times a day, and then come back and tell me if you don't increase punching power.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I mean that was a brutal fucking knockout by dude, and like
brutal as fuck.
Yeah, and you know what? Let me go check the odds for that real quick because I like my curiosity is starting to. Let me see if they're even offering it on here. Okay, surprisingly not offering it on FanDuel. Let me see what DraftKings is talking about. And then the other fight. I mean, the other fight on there, of course, is F.A. Ajaba and Marlon Bakoli, which is a good fight. Even though some luster was
fuck it. Hold on, wait. The Bakoli and who? Ajaba, you said?
F.A. Ajaba, yeah.
God damn, that's a good fight. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, although some of the luster's been taken off because Bakoli, although was wobbling Parker, it wasn't like before Parker caught him, and I get it because dude was there, like he tried to save the fight and save like the integrity of the card and everything like that, and it's respect for that though, but. He didn't train. Or if he wasn't training, he was in the beginnings of some training. He didn't do a goddamn thing for that training, But
it was super last minute. But that's the thing, man. Like, and I don't know how much he's made in his career, but some of these boxers they don't like train weekly,
right?
Like they're really doing their regular job or some other shit. And if you're not someone who's kind of training, routinely, you'll get caught in a moment like this where you got to do some last minute shit and then you completely out of shape.
Right, exactly. So ever since then, dude's been posting videos of himself and everything like that, training and whatnot. So I mean, it's a good heavyweight fight, and it's a fight between. I mean, Bakoli's gotten KO'd before. F.A. Ajaba has not been KO'd yet. It's but F.A. Ajaba has kind of toned down his aggression from what he was before. Like he boxes more. There's no question about that, and he can still punch, but he hasn't gone back to his really super offensive ways like he was before. Like dude used to lay out people with one shot.
He's not looking like the African. He's not looking like the African Wilder no more for a little bit. Remember, for just a split second, he was looking like an African Wilder for a hot sec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to
go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, no, if I had to go pick one between the two, I mean, I'll go with Bakoli still because Bakoli can box. He has power. He's big, and stuff.
Those combinations.
Yeah.
Which is like unheard of nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, I was really excited for this fight until obviously Bakoli decided to step in real quick to get killed in one round, but I know I stepped away, so I don't know but I know he went to earlier. He's been there for a couple weeks now already, Saudi or whatever. He's been there for like a week or two, so it's kind of, I think I favored Ajagba to win a decision before anyway. I think Ajagba's gonna pull it off.
I mean,
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like we don't know how trained Bacoli is right now, but Ajabi always in shape.
Yeah, no, Java always stays on. So actually, DraftKings has odds for Munguia Saras. So Munguia is a minus 900 favorite. I don't know why he's so high. And then Saras is plus 550. It's underdog. So yeah, like if you feel like living dangerously, put some money on Saras for the win. Like
yeah, there's definitely some underdog picks you could bet here this weekend. Sarat, Jose Ramirez. Yeah. Those are two names that you want to throw around.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then also with let's see. Where is I thought I just saw Bacoli and the job. Let me go back into DraftKings. Yeah, so Bacoli is a minus 425 favorite. Ajaba's plus 310. So again, you can that's still a good underdog pick. So
for Ajaba?
Yeah.
Damn, so they high on Bacoli like that. They still thinking about the Anderson win.
I mean that shit trended, bro. Like
it did, but I mean, we not gonna act like he was out of shape as fuck and just got like flattened.
Oh, what up, Wendell? Like I see you there. Barboza easy pick. Tio overrated.
Facts.
No. Wendell Chaucer, he's a friend of our of the server, and also I think he's on some of our Twitters, but he hates Tio, so that's a biased opinion. But still, yeah.
Hey,
he ain't biased. He telling the truth, man. Wendell spitting, cuz.
But yeah, I mean, but at least those are two fights. And of course, you'll see Badu Jack, defend his cruiserweight title on there. Unfortunately, not against Rozicki, which would have been an excellent fight, but Rozicki got injured. So he's facing, he was like the interim champion or whatever before. So to clean up that little situation. So, I mean, but Badu Jack, of course, we gave, enough respect, though. But yeah, no, fuck Canelo versus Skull. Like,
are we all team Skull so we don't get Bud versus Canelo?
No, we all want Canelo to lose this goddamn fight.
All right. Okay, I got making sure.
Yeah, we repping Skull. Gang.
Yeah, there's there's no support for no damn Canelo versus Skull fight. That's an insult. Like, nah. But
because I feel like the boxing gods, like, they're due for some justice on Canelo. Like they gave it to him before, with the Bivol fight. Then Katie Taylor got hers later on.
We don't know if Skull's good or not. Like, I know I watched the fight with Shishkin. It was a struggle.
Skull is like mid as fuck, bro.
Yeah, he's probably mid as fuck, but he's Cuban. Maybe he got something in the bag. I don't know. Maybe
if he just says fuck it, I'm gonna just go for it like Munguia and just put the pressure and throw hands, he can make something of it. But that's really it, because Canelo ain't got that gear to knock you out. Like, he'll one shot you, but he's not gonna go hard to fucking try to stop you. And if he couldn't stop Berlanga, man.
Yeah, then I don't have too much faith that he'll stop Skull. Who is but it's like like I said, it's one of those first. It shouldn't happen in the day. Like, you should have just fought Skull and not fought Berlanga at least. It just kept that shit pushing. But no, you want to give up the belt, and Skull won it in a stinker against Shishkin. Shishkin is actually a good fighter. I mean, it's a shame that he lost.
Real quick, if y'all don't think he'll stop Skull, why would he even try to fight Benavidez? It don't even make sense. If y'all don't think he can stop this nigga, why would he?
Well, we know he's not going to fight Benavidez. That's the biggest duck of the decade.
Yeah,
we know he's not fighting him.
No, but I
will say, like 2-3 years ago, I feel like he probably maybe could have broke Benavidez down, with the body and everything, but not anymore. Those days are over.
Yeah. See, before it was more like. It turned into like it went from 60-40 Canelo to 50-50 to Benavidez 70-30 to Benavidez 90-10.
Yeah. Yeah, he let Canelo up.
Canelo ruined it.
Yeah, though, it's a shame too, though. But hey, they're putting on pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia, so it's just like, yeah. You just gotta hope for a boxing god intervention for that one, because it's it definitely needs to happen. But like I said, that's Saturday night. I think that starts at 6 or 7 in the evening, so that's probably gonna be the Dave and Buster's one. Like if I need to go there, just if I want to go get some stuff for a drink or something like that. So.
Fire Stick Boys be outside.
Yeah.
Stream gang, nigga.
And then Sunday, of course, we have the Monster who comes back to America. Top rate, and I definitely have a complaint about this one too. Now, if you're gonna obviously the other couple times that Monster was in America, he was still developing as an attraction, even though everyone knows he was a quality fighter. So his competition was, it mirrored that. Now, dude is pretty much arguably he's pound for pound number one in some people's eyes, or at the minimum 3.
Number 3 at the least, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you would think for an American, for another American entrance or whatever, you would try to find something a little bit more high profile at 122 for him. Like an Akhmadaliev would have worked for it and stuff like that, or Nakatani.
That's supposedly next, but I'm sorry, I'm sick of Inoue's last 3 fights at 122. I'm sorry, maybe I'm not the only person that feels that way.
No, I mean,
Inoue's fights have gotten too predictable now. Like he hasn't had anything interesting happen in the ring since the Neri fight. And
the Neri fight was still dangerous for him because Neri.
No. Neri's a fight. I want to see that fight for a long time, and it delivered. He got dropped. It was a great fight. It was dope. Dope scrap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was a fight we still look forward to, and we still saw something special. But after that, it's kind of been hit or miss.
Delahanty, the Kim guy, the Pacquiao weather guy, and now this. I don't know. I know 120. I know 126 probably might be your ceiling, but it's more intriguing.
It's slim pickings, nigga.
At 122. At 122, yeah, at 122. I mean, even the MJ fight. I don't really. Do y'all want to see it? I mean, he could. Yeah.
We excuse me. I excuse the TJ Dehaney fight because that was on some you coming over here to my country, bodying niggas, nigga. I'm a body you
he been on a little run. He been on a little run, Dehaney.
Yeah, he earned it. I know a lot of people kind of shitted on that fight, but I think it's more so because they weren't familiar with TJ Dehaney. That's their problem, not boxing's problem.
Right.
So. Okay, we give you that fight, but after that, it was yo, bro, you kind of give us a little something more, man.
I mean, obviously the next fight after Doheny was supposed to be Goodman, and Goodman is somebody, but Goodman had been bullshitting too much, and
and that was honestly, I know he beat Dehaney, but that was the worst fight than Dehaney.
Goodman didn't want that payday. Goodman didn't want that payday or something. I don't know what the fuck.
Goodman wanted to keep his 0 because
he wanted to keep his 0 and just eat in Australia for a bit, I guess.
Yeah. So it's getting to the point now, but unfortunately, it should be a much higher profile fight for him to come back to America, and unfortunately, it's not. Now, his opponent Cardenas is a higher quality than Kim and whatnot. But he's not. I mean, he's coming up. I mean, I know me and probably watch Pro Box. I mean, we saw a dude get dropped, but he won the fight though, and against an undefeated fighter, and it was a good win. But you're going from that type of level of competition to a pound for pounder,
and your loss, and the guy you lost to. No offense, I don't want to use the word bum, but the guy his soul loss. Look at his box record of who he lost to. The dude got it's all else. It's kind of crazy. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. So it's like it should be this, and this is the reason why when people say, "Oh, Monster needs to come to America," he does not. In Japan, at least if he fights someone like this, it's an event. There's 50,000 people minimum in the stadium. He has pay-per-views. He controls a lot, and he makes his
big
money.
Sponsorships. His marketing. Like over here, this nigga is getting sponsored by like the local donut shop, like the record store, like
and he brings so much fucking
like I
money
be
to
seeing
Japan.
like shout outs to Android because he be sending me the tweets and these niggas be trying to make it big time, like make it look bigger than what it is. Cause like niggas in Japan don't know, like they don't know that this store, this random store, is just a regular store and it's not a franchise or a nationwide sponsored big shit.
Yeah, because I mean,
So
what
yeah,
happened?
like they make Inoue look second rate over here.
Yeah, and this is what people are looking forward to because I already see the comments now. It's like, oh, well, I thought he was supposed to be like this big sensation, like the seller over here, because the tickets are not selling like that, like they probably could have for someone who's a pound for pounder, and largest because he's not fighting anyone that has a chance of beating him. Really, he's a decent fighter, but he doesn't have a chance of beating Monster. So
if Cardenas wins, it's the biggest upset of the year, biggest upset of the decade.
Oh,
yeah, easily.
I mean, right now, if I take a look at the odds right now, and they're actually offering odds,
Monster might be like negative 17,000 or some shit.
well, almost half of that. He's minus 8,000.
Dude, like I can't remember seeing some minus 8,000.
Yeah, and then they're not even offering a Monster KO prop. Yeah, they're like, nah, bro. Like
a Monster KO bet was like the most guaranteed thing in boxing besides a Canelo decision at one point.
Yeah, and then Cardenas is a money line is a plus 1,600 underdog. Monster to win by decision is plus 500. The draw is 3,800. Cardenas to win by decision is plus 5,000, and Cardenas KO is plus 3,600. All that shit is crazy. Like that shit is fucking crazy.
Yes, those are the odds of somebody that they don't think has a chance in hell of winning.
Well, let's put it this way: there's a group round bet where you can probably make some decent win on a. Like if you pick a monster something between 1 and 3, it's plus 280. That's your best bet to really win.
Yeah, that's horrible odds. Like
yeah,
for like group round betting, you used to hearing like plus 400, plus 600, shit like that. Yeah. I'm hearing group round betting odds and they're like plus 280. Nigga, stop.
Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. So it's like this is why this is why Top Rank on their half they keep dropping the ball in America because like I said, you should bring him over when he's facing like Nakatani or at least Akhmadev would be like the minimum at least because at least there's something there but like a Nakatani fight or something like that. But you bring
even a Maloney fight is bigger than this.
Yeah. So pretty much you bring him over for just a showcase fight in a country where it's like. You're trying to break him as a more of a sensation, and it's just bad fucking business on Top Rank's part. And this is why
he'll never truly get that major fight experience in America. Mm-hmm. Like he needs that tank atmosphere. He needs the atmosphere you get when you have like a big event over here. Like not this shit.
Yeah, and no one's gonna. I mean, like I said, it's always good. Monster. I mean, obviously, it's a privilege to watch Monster fight, but it's like now it's just like, yeah, like hopefully this is like the end of these type of opponents because 122 is kind of wearing thin. He runs the decision, he dominates it, and there's no one that's really kind of stepping up like right now. So it's like, you got to Top Rank. You gotta do better on the American side of Monster's business because. Yeah, that he's a whole pound for pounder like they're like he shouldn't be like they shouldn't be like basically where your failings are kind of promoting him and like those tickets should at least be selling out or something like that. Something should have been done to kind of make this more palatable. Like put more notable fights on the card. Like the co-main itself is fire. We got one Rafael Espinoza, the current featherweight champion. Facing Edward Vasquez. That's a fire fight. So it's probably a low-key fight of the year candidate. Like that's the type of fight. There should be more of those on this card. Hold
on, Espinoza, that tall Mexican nigga, to be 1-2 in cats, right?
He's fighting the dude that got robbed by Ray Ford and Cordina.
Yeah.
Remember the Cordina fight in the fancy part of UK or whatever, Monaco?
Yeah.
And then he kind of like.
And then Ray, Ray Ford, Ray be saying, "No, he didn't beat me." When I was like, "Yeah," because we all said, "Yeah."
Wait, was that the draw or he lost that fight? Because I know Ray had back-to-back struggles, but I don't know if he lost or got that draw.
He lost the fight.
Oh, he lost. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Vasquez, but Vasquez is for a guy that only has 3 KOs, which he does. Vasquez is fucking tough. Oh, excuse me, 4 KOs now. He stopped somebody in his last time out. So yeah, like dude is tough. Dude,
yeah, that's the thing. That's why I got Espinosa probably knocking him. I know Vasquez is tough and everything, but 4 KOs against a dude. I know he's at 130. I think Vasquez is more of a 130 fighter, but still, I don't know if he got the power to keep him off him.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to pick one, I mean, I would pick Espinosa because, like I said, Espinosa is 6'1", and he punches and he punches a ton. So it's like Vasquez.
He seemed to use his height and everything pretty decent. I mean, it's not perfect, but compared to some other tall niggas, he uses the jab a little bit. At least I noticed that.
Yeah, so
he good with his distance finding and his range and shit.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, so that's what I mean. It to me, it's like a good clash of fights. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Espinosa cracks him one time, but Vasquez has not been stopped. I don't think he's even been down yet. And like I said, he gave Cardenas and Ray Ford hard fights. So like, I mean, I would definitely root for Vasquez because I think Vasquez, like, he needed a title shot and another title shot, especially after the Cardenas shit. Like, he beat Cardenas. But, politics, kept that belt off him.
Yeah.
But let's see. Money line here is Vasquez is a plus 610 underdog, whereas Espinosa is a minus 1100 favorite. So they don't have like the other props up yet for that one. But yeah, I mean, does anyone else think? I mean, LB, do you think Espinosa will probably KO Vasquez, or do you think it'll just be a hard fight, or what do you think?
I think Espinosa probably KO him late in a good fight though. Like, not necessarily hard, but they'll have some hard moments.
Yeah, I think Espinosa will KO him because I think Vasquez is going back down now because he's I know he went to 130. So he's kind of fluctuates up and down, and he doesn't have the power. I don't think he'll give Espinosa issues because he's crafty, but I think Espinosa will find eventually KO him.
Yeah, he'll line him up with something and break his face or some shit. Yeah, probably like the 8th round.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes the distance, I mean, like I said, if it goes, I can see it going the distance, although I don't expect it to. I mean, if it goes the distance, as long as hands were flying, then that's perfectly okay. But
yeah,
like I said, but this is the type of card that this should have been for Monster. Like, we should have more of these. Like, it should have been at least like 3 of those type of fights on there.
With Monster included in one of them.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Ain't no sense in having him being a bunch of good fights around him. Nigga, like, being one too.
Yeah, because I mean, outside of that one, I mean, you have Rohan Polanco versus Fabian Maidana, who's for some reason is more active in the last year or so than he has been in the last 9 years of his career. I like
Polanco a lot, though. I like Rohan Polanco a lot. From 140 to 147, he's been a really bright top-ranked prospect. So this is I don't know if it's a step up. I guess you could say because Maidana just fought for a title against Barrios. So
it is like that happened 2 years ago.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But and then after that, you have like people like Emiliano Vargas, who makes me feel old every time he fights because these Vargas kids, like, they shouldn't feel fucking old.
I'm sick of that dude's hype a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. He's knocking out cans, guys. Stop trying to hype him up. God damn it. I mean, I know they're trying to get him on the Mason late, but come on, this guy is knocking out really bad cans. I mean,
yeah. And they also have Reese Salim on there facing a can too. So it's like, like you build up a car like this though, but you should have. But it's just like, come on, for pound, like the card should be better than that. Like,
the whole person went to anyway, so they didn't even try. It seems like they were.
Facts. Oh man, no, that's facts. But yeah, no, that's on a Sunday. I think that starts at the prelims and shit, whatever, start at like 5:30 or whatever, or. Yeah, but yeah, it like I said, it's an interesting weekend of boxing. Like, I mean, don't know what who knows what will come out of it. Will we get fight of the years? Will we get knockouts of the year, rounds of the year, fuckery of the year, upsets of the year? Like, I mean,
Yeah, Espinosa fight legit got a case for being the best fight out the whole weekend.
It does, like, you know, but of course, if you're a degenerate gambler, like I said, it's a good fucking weekend to bet on some boxing, like straight up and down.
Yeah,
like,
I honestly, it's so crazy. I wouldn't go crazy with no parlays on this. Like, this is more like zero in on one or two bets, maybe nothing bigger than a 2-leg or a 3-leg, but yeah.
I mean, I know P will probably put in a crazy parlay. I know Rome be putting in some degenerate parlays as of late. Like that's, you know, I'll probably do like maybe 2 at the most. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go. I'm not gonna go sick though, because you know, because there's always gonna be that 1 or 2 fights that you put a bet on and it completely turns out to be the opposite, and then you're like, what the fuck, and then you get pissed that you lost your money like that on some old bullshit.
Right, just focus on some underdogs, and then get maybe some solo underdog bets and maybe one decent parlay, and keep it moving.
Yeah, you know, definitely, you know, if you gamble, at least put in at least one bet though, because like I said, you just never know. Change your life.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I think that's it for tonight. That was a lot of boxing and shit like that. We need more weekends of boxing like this. Honestly, truthfully, but you know, kind of spaced and arranged and located in different ways. You know what I mean.
Before we go, I want to ask a quick question: this weekend or Spence Fulton week, or Spence Spence Bud Inoue Fulton week? This week, or like that this coming weekend, or that week?
No, that week was special because that week of the Fulton Inoue weekend from that year, you know, where
Bud Spence,
yeah, like that was a special week, and that
that's the classic.
Yeah, you had pound for pound niggas fighting.
That's the classic.
Yeah, 2 pound for pound.
Niggas was outside
undisputed
for that.
Yeah, pound for pound undisputed fight. So yeah, you're right. I was double checking to see.
Yeah, no, because I had to because that
this shit is like a bunch of names matched decently with a few no hopers thrown in, so it's and now if you had Canelo Benavidez this weekend and all the other fights stayed the same, yes, this weekend is better.
Haney Benavidez and Haney Ryan. I mean, Benavidez Ryan. Dude,
if you would have Benavidez Canelo this weekend and all the other fights stay the same, no changing. Yeah, this that's probably a better weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that weekend changed a lot. Like not only just in boxing itself, but also like boxing, like social media.
Because remember, Canelo Benavidez is bigger than Spence Crawford itself.
Like people want to see that fight like yesterday. This
nigga fucking around, bitch.
Yeah, so because that in a way, Fulton, Crawford Spence, platforms died because of those fights. Platforms got discredited because of those fights. People reputations and stuff like that, from those fights were went downhill and never recovered, type of shit.
Niggas crashed out. It was just over.
Yeah, niggas crashed the fuck out. One notable platform that was that was built from the bottom up crashed overnight because of it. That was a unique special weekend itself. Now I'm not saying that can't happen this week because, like I said before, if Haney lose to Ramirez or anything like that, or Monster gets upset by Cardenas, or Canelo loses to Skull, the boxing will be turned on his fucking head because that's a lot of shit would change, but it just has to play out that way. I think that is it. I think Pilot's having internet issues, or he's back now. Pilot, looking for you. We'll wrap it up right now because I know you. It looks like you're having some internet issues.
yeah, my bad. We out. We done.
Yeah, we out.
Yeah.
So for myself, Pat Scorpio doing the representer. For LB Shuttleworth, the God, the Go artist. Yes, boxing is life. For King P, Bodega P, who's probably in La La Land right now with Mr.
Fire
Yeah.
shirt, LB. Dope shirt, B. All
Dope
right.
shirt.
Oh, salute. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, for Conscious Pilot and for Rome Top 5, this was another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace.
Peace. And I am Captain Planet.
All right.
So powers combined, nigga.